how to spell. Dumbasses.
Well, we're live, so.
Oh, good.
Oh, hello, world.
Or just spell it with a C instead.
You know, like a normal person would.
The CCC.
Cool. Everything is up and running. So, we're ready to get started?
Give me
Yeah.
1 second, actually. Sorry.
Sounds good. No problem.
Wait. Always my fault. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I actually forgot to do something as well, so I'm doing that right now.
Oh, perfect. It all worked out.
I've been looking forward to this game for a while.
Wow. There aren't enough W names.
Will.
Walter.
Will Wheaton.
I don't
Sports
know
ball.
anymore.
Oh, I just realized you guys won't be able to hear my music because it's only going to be playing through my computer.
I can put it on Spotify for myself.
You'll have to go back and watch the stream. You can see all the little music things I used.
It'll set the mood. Ooh la la.
I don't really care. I like music, but only if it's really quiet.
Yeah, no, I agree. Just I'm going to be talking for a minute as I give like backstory and stuff like that. So I wanted to have something other than just my voice spewing across the internet.
But you have such a sensual and amazing voice, Max.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So I've been watching the first episode of The Forgotten North that you found.
Oh, yeah. Well, I recorded a long time ago.
Yeah. I've always wondered who Thalmar was, and now I found out.
Yeah, you probably got a little more info on that.
Yeah, a lot more than I wanted.
A lot more than you wanted?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, hey, okay, let's fight. Oh, wait, no, let's not fight. I'm actually not that bad of a guy. Oh, God, my armor's killing me. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, yeah. No, that was inside the tower, the mage tower.
Yeah.
That wasn't actually him.
Oh, was it not?
No, that was there's a whole the second session after that explained all that.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Confused.
Talking about Thalmar.
Weird.
I don't even think Yaz knows who that is.
I don't.
It would be just Damien and Twiggy would know who that is.
Well, let's play.
Okay, yeah, welcome back. Cool. So I am going to give you guys kind of like an opening setup here. So it's been thousands of years since humanity lived alone on its home world. Since the first rocket entered the vast empty of the void, humans have been tantalized by the thought of what is out there. Barely been able to make it past their moon, they pushed and aimed for greatness. They advanced technology at an alarming rate and eventually landed in the web of stars. Once the first colonies of space were set up amongst the ships, a realization was made. The governments of the world do not know what is best. Therefore, the government of the Void Fleet was created. A vast armada of exploration ships and all of the members contained within. They separated themselves from home and began to split their efforts. They created an army meant to protect their ships from both outside threats and from within. But not everyone was happy with the separation from home. Once the first ship was overrun by the people of Damium, it was quickly realized that control needed to exist. Thus, the first government council was created. They created the first charter of exploration, and a decree was made. Humanity above all else. Find new life across the cosmos, contain advanced civilizations, and utilize what they have to offer. And with this new decree of mankind, they set out to find a new homeworld. Eventually, a habitable planet was found. The landing of the humans on a new world brought many challenges, and thus new nations were created. Not by race, but by ideals. Some looked to live with the world, while others wanted to control it. Some looked to find minerals and accumulate wealth, while others looked to find items for use for medication and augmentation. Eventually, these factions became the corporations that now run this world, the world of Novam. They had found a new home world, and it was good. And, oops, lost my place. There we go. As we fast forward the evolution of mankind into space, we see it has been over 2,000 years since the founding of Novam. Wars have been waged and ended, catastrophic consequences have taken a hold of some sectors, and many have died in pursuit of ideals and new religions. Oops. The will and the people of Damam still run in the veins of the people. Where they call home is still a mystery, and it's rumored they still call that first ship they took all those years ago their main home. However, with the discovery of alien races and sentient beings, the opinions of the people are in a shift. It's hard to know what is right and what is wrong. So before we talk about kind of where you guys are currently at, we're going to go back and kind of talk about when you four first met. Obviously, the others we will work into the story later. So the setting is the classic setting, and whoops, there's stuff on that page that shouldn't be there. Can everyone see the new page?
Yes.
Ooh.
Cool.
We're in a tavern.
You're in a tavern. So this bar, like most others at these super old space outposts, it's dark, it's gloomy, and the classic flickering halogen light bulb flickers angrily over an old pool table. This bar is like a retro style bar, very outside the government sectors. It exists, it's very small, only maybe 2 or 3 ships at the most can dock to it. Most of this outpost, the usable part of it, is this bar. There is some sleeping quarters, some other recreation areas, and there's very few as far as like police and kind of like the Wild West, basically. So, I'm going to kind of position you guys in the bar. So, towards the end of the bar, there is an old machine, a box-shaped machine with a rounded top to it. Inside, there is a list of old music. Now it merely kind of sputters low groans and occasionally lets out a song for a second or two. And digging into it, and perhaps maybe trying to fix it, sits a being of pure energy. An engineer of sorts. And Ferric, why don't you tell us about your character?
So there's a green energy being, has a giant star, kind of metal. If you were to touch it, you'd actually be surprised. Kind of cool. Hot, like.
You're cutting out all over for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
So,
Oh, this shit.
Garrett's here.
Hi.
Gareth,
Are we started already?
A little bit.
We just started.
just got past the intro.
Oh shit! I thought it was late starting at like 9 o'clock.
No, it starts at 7:30.
It's all good.
Uh,
Jump in. You're here.
Just give me a few minutes to get set up.
All right, you got time.
Cool. You're good.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
All right. So, he's a green being of pure energy. He's got a metalish star on his face. And if you were to touch him, you'd be surprised to find that he's cooler than he looks. He's wearing a leather jacket and jeans. He's got a white t-shirt under the leather jacket. He looks like he's almost from the 90s in the way that he's dressed. And to anyone who was just taking a glance, he would be fixing the jukebox. But anyone to get really close and inspect what he's doing, he's stealing parts. He's taking parts from this jukebox. He's completely just out in the open, just committing crimes, and no one even notices, because no one ever suspects the small green glowing star to be evil. Or, I guess not evil. He follows his own law.
There you go. That's awesome. Just to the left of this jukebox machine, and perhaps even less noticeable than your character, Ferric, sits a table, actually. And this table isn't being held up by any type of wooden legs or anything. It's actually being held up by a looks like some type of robot, maybe. Underneath it's we see the unmistakable sight of a powered down utility bot. Not so much an ancient relic, but an outdated one. No doubt picked up at some point to be used as scrap, and was left to kind of take up space and hold up some whatever needs to be held up. So, Root, this is your character. You're currently powered down against a wall. Until we meet your character alive and well, why don't you tell us a little bit about who Root is?
Alright, you mean like physical descriptions?
Yeah, just whatever history, maybe brief history on like where Root came from and how he ended up powered down in this bar.
Sure, so he's an old type of model used in transporting supplies for various companies. He's a loader bot, pretty much used only for shipping and industrial businesses. He's really tall, actually. Currently he's deserviced, so he's just sort of sitting in a little box shape, but he's normally about 7 feet, and he weighs about over 400 pounds. He has a silver polish over his metal, but it's sort of dampened over time because he hasn't been used in quite a while. There's a single red sensor where a normal eye would be. It's faded right now. The little bulb on the inside's just off. I'm assuming he has his equipment on him.
Yeah, your any type of like your weapons and your makeshift shield and all that stuff are going to be attached to you at somewhere.
Yeah, so he has an industrial tool sort of welded to his left arm. It's more of an attachment, and it's comparable to, say, a sword, more or less, that can be extended outwards. And on his back is a collapsible brown shield, and painted on it is a large tree with spiraling branches around the edge. And that's pretty much as far as it goes for his appearance.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gareth is not back yet, so we'll hold off on his character for right now. Oh, he just got in here. Let's see if he
Speak of the devil.
jumps into Discord in a moment. We'll jump over to the next character here, but we're gonna talk a little bit about these two. Okay. So sprawled out on a table sits a very large beast. And Tamar, you are currently attempting to save the life of this giant beast. But this beast that sits across them, he's huge, he's strong, teeth ravenous, and his tongue hangs out of his mouth as he has clearly been sedated and knocked unconscious. And this beast is going to be Enthenac. So James, why don't you tell us a little bit about your character? You're currently unconscious with a weapon sticking out of you while Tamar is attempting to heal you.
Okay. Internet Clay is, as stated, a beast of a man. He stands about 7 feet tall, about as wide as a minivan.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello.
His stomach is laced with scars, pierce marks, bullet wounds, burns. His chest the same. His arms like two great pythons. His thighs just the same. His hands are large enough to squeeze a watermelon in itself. His face is flat and sloped down to a scruffy red painted beard, as there is a red stripe down his face. His nose is down and flat like a canine's, his ears long and pointed. He has a small mane going down half of his back, leading to long dreads that drape over his shoulders. His body is laced with tattoos of different picturesque monsters and tribal symbols. Even unconscious, this man is scary.
He sounds terrifying.
He had a +8 to intimidate them.
Yeah, so we'll hold off on Ox for a minute as Gareth prepares. But Tamar, you're in this outpost for whatever the reason might be, and we're kind of asked to help out this giant beast by a former government sergeant who's currently overlooking you. But
Oh, that's scary.
but I'll just let you go ahead and talk about your character. You are an elf. You appear to be a healer of some sort. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Tamar?
Dr. Tamar Karin was formerly a medical officer in the Elven military, but when she was asked to do something against the medic code, she decided that it was time for her to leave, and she defected. So for the past several decades, really, she's been on the run and hiding. The fact that she's here is expected, and yet the fact that she's working with a government operative is very strange. As she tends to steer clear of them as much as possible. She's small and light like most elves. About 5'7", 125 pounds. You wouldn't know this, but she's 133, so she's very young for an elf. She has blue eyes, and her hair tends to change color as often as her mood, whatever strikes her. Currently it's pink, but it's also commonly purple or blue. And she's darker skinned, although we've decided for the purposes of her being a space elf, that her their skin tends to have a bit of a metallic sheen to it, so it makes it very difficult for her to use stealth in any lighted area, because she tends to give off a bit of a reflection. She's wearing an old army coat with the signature of a medic on it, and the only other distinguishing thing that you would notice is that on her belt she has a almost the divine symbol on the belt buckle, one that you've never seen before. So yeah.
Very cool. A shiny space elf that heals people.
Yep.
Awesome. Root, can you make a con save for me real quick?
Oh boy.
So, Ferric, you're digging through this this jukebox, and you're looking for all the useful parts while still looking over at the bartender and letting her know that, oh yeah, you'll get it up and running, that's for sure. And you pull out a piece, and it kind of flings behind you over your left shoulder and smacks into this robot you haven't noticed before. And Root, you are suddenly seeing almost like a what would it be called, like a status check kind of running through your system, and you're suddenly kind of partially awoken. And Ferric, you hear this kind of this beep come from behind you as it sounds like a machinery starts powering up.
So is he like awake now?
You're currently not seeing anything or awake, but your system is currently running through diagnostics.
Dragar Ferric just went online.
Oh, did he go offline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's just horrible timing. Okay.
Maybe his internet.
So we will, oh, there he
Oh,
goes.
there he is.
Alright.
He's back.
Alright.
Back
Right
here.
here.
Yep.
Alright. So Root what was it? Just a metal part that hit him?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a beeping noise, and the red eye sort of slightly powers up. It flickers on, but right now all he's seeing is text as his CPU boots up and starts running diagnostics.
And Ferric, did you hear what I had said as far? I know you went offline there.
No, I didn't.
Okay. So yeah, leading up to what Root was just talking about there, you were digging through this jukebox and looking for useful parts and reassuring the bartender that you were definitely fixing it, and you pull a part out and it kind of flung over your right shoulder there, and it kind of plopped off this metal robot you didn't notice before, and you heard a very loud beep sound come from it.
I would slowly look over there, look back to the jukebox, look at it, and then quickly actually fix the jukebox. I'd make it start playing. I'd press the button, be like, "Look, see, it works. Now fuck off." And then I'd move over to like the side and just act inconspicuous, and then look under the table where the beeping robot is, and really just have a really big smile. Although, can't really smile with a glow. You wouldn't see anything, but I'm smiling.
Perfect. And then while you're doing that, we're going to go inside. Tamar, you are actually in one of the back rooms. I'm not sure if you can see that red, this is a door right here.
Yeah.
You're essentially in like a back room, like a storage room.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Mm-hmm. And in that storage room, you are presided over this table, and you were hired by, it was not so much hired, but asked politely with the promise of money. This was a former sergeant that you may have known, but he's no longer a sergeant. He's more of a mercenary or bounty hunter. He goes by Sergeant Wilker.
Okay.
And you're in this room with him and two of his goons, and he is asking you to help this beast that is sprawled on this table because they had captured him in order to bring him into a different location, and he didn't tell you what for. If you could make a medicine check.
Okay. Oh God.
So as you're kind of like trying to remove this sword that's plunged in the chest of this beast, you go to pull it out, and maybe you're a little rusty, but you pull a little bit too hard, and the blade kind of like causes a spurt of blood to shoot out, and Sergeant Wilker just snaps at you.
Wait,
Tamar!
I have something.
Oh, go ahead. Something what?
Oh no, this works. It's fine. I think I have advantage on those.
Oh, then re-roll it then.
Yeah.
Natural 20, come on.
Well,
I'd have to hit the DC.
It's better. So
my rolls from last night continue.
the blood doesn't squirt out, but you hear like a groan come from this beast as maybe the anesthesia you get or sedation that was given to him is wearing off a little bit quicker than you thought it would. But the sergeant, Tamar, I said heal him, not kill him.
Sorry. Let me try this instead.
So why don't you describe how you remove this blade and bring this being to life?
So, instead of trying to just remove it and then staunch the blood, what she's going to do is kind of heal the area around it enough that she seals off the capillaries and the veins so it doesn't shoot blood immediately, and then remove the blade, and then put her hand over top of the wound and knit everything back together. And it's all kind of like this golden glow that kind of is within his body. You can't really see it, but you can tell there's something odd going on there.
Ooh. So the sergeant's a little bit happier on seeing this this healing kind of work, and he, Tamar, you really should think about coming with us off this hellhole of an outpost. There's a lot of work to be done. What do you think? And he kind of puts a briefcase on the table, and inside of it is the metal currency that is exchanged throughout all of these empires in space. And you notice that there's only maybe about half of what he had promised you, what he had said he would give you. And he says, you'll get the other half if you come with us.
That wasn't the deal.
Well, it's gonna have to be. Mark, get this thing on the ship. And like one of the other goons like goes to like pick up this beast. And Anthony, why don't you roll a con save?
6.
Wow.
Well, are you proficient at least?
I am proficient. Oh, con save.
Yes.
That was a con check. So add +2 to that. 8.
A little
8.
better.
Wow.
So
Just to clarify, I am at 11 hit points, right?
yes, currently you are.
Okay.
So like you do start to wake up, but you're just incredibly groggy, and this Mark guy goes to pick you up, and he immediately drops you onto the ground.
Be careful.
Tomorrow we know what we're doing. Pick him up, and he like pushes this goon into like a couple boxes.
I will not heal him again if you're incompetent. At least not and come with you. Be careful.
And they kind of give you like a sour look while the other goon like goes to like help this Mark guy pick him
Don't
up.
give me that look.
And we're gonna jump back outside to the bar where what is Ferric doing with this utility bot he just found?
Oh, he immediately opened it up and started checking for parts. And then he realized as he touched a wire that it's actually live. And then he looked around. Huh?
This is like humming silently, sort of almost vibrating.
And so then he would try and fix it just to see what would happen. He just looks around and starts messing with things. Oh wow, that's a 9.
What is up with us tonight?
I have a
Guys,
+7.
You guys
I have
can't
a
roll.
+7 in that. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't feel it.
Well,
It's an older bot than what I'm used to.
He is an old model, to be fair.
it's true.
Discontinued series.
Parts are rare.
He's probably older than I am, which is hard.
So-
It's really old.
So it looks like maybe the energy core in him, though, is that you get the idea that that's perhaps why he's not turning on. So as you scan across the bar, you do notice. I mean, everything is ran off of like certain batteries and nuclear stuff. I mean, this is space, so everything's ran off something electronic. You can go ahead and search around or ask around if you want to attempt to find the proper energy core.
Ask. Nah, I'm just gonna start like doing my whole stick. I just act certain electronics around and just quickly open and then quickly close it right back. And if anybody asks, I was fixing it.
Yeah, it looks like maybe the pool table might be ran off some type of energy contraption.
Yeah, I just make my way over there casually. I sit down. Are there people playing there?
Actually, before you get to the pool table, you look to your right, and you notice it looks to be someone of your kind as well. Sitting at the bar is one of your kind, basically, wearing I believe, Gareth, is he wearing cowboy? Is he actually wearing that type of outfit?
Absolutely.
So yeah, you see him decked out in cowboy gear, old style Western, with some guns hanging off his belt. And Gareth, why don't you tell us about who Oxide is?
Ozali Nock, better known as Ox, is a bright yellow Nova Kid. He's dressed in the denim and leather of those civilizations of the West. He stands at just a hair over 5'6", but stands closer to 6 foot with boots and a wide-brimmed hat on his head. Oh, can you guys hear me?
You're a little quiet.
Switching mics.
Beep boop beep.
Doo 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 doo.
Roll an engineering check to switch mics.
Is this better?
Yes.
So much better.
You rolled good.
Alright. He stands at just a hair over 5'6". Stands closer to 6 foot with boots on his feet and a wide-brimmed hat on his head. Under the hat is short, spiky hair that is no different in skin. His face is flat except for the Zai symbol on his face. He's obsessed with the wood. This is evident when seeing the huge, fashioned hunting rifle and a revolver slung below on his. Is it?
Yeah, you're cutting out real bad.
Yay, mic problems.
Unfortunate. My
First
God.
game routine, yay!
Yeah, try speaking with in like the voice you're using to describe him, because that you sounded fine before, but then when you start describing him, you cut out. So.
Xylene oxide, better known as Ox, is a bright yellow nova kid. Is that better?
Much better.
Yep.
Cool. So Ferric, you notice this being on your way to the pool table, but you can decide if you continue or not.
As soon as he sees him, he stops. And he yells across the bar, "Motherfucker! Who the fuck do you think you are, copying my look?"
What's your problem, son?
I have lived for 200 motherfucking years. And not once have I ever seen another person who glows like I do. Who the fuck do you think you're copying?
You appear to have me confused with someone else, son. You need to move along.
How can you confuse a glowing person?
I don't know, but you've somehow managed it.
Look, just take my hand and shake it, because I need to have this in my life. I've never met another person like me. I need to ask you a lot of questions.
He'll hold his hand out, and if Ferric, I think you said?
Yeah.
If Ferric takes his hand, he shakes it very gingerly, almost like a, I don't really want to touch you thing.
Ferric grabs his hand and just starts shaking. Man, I don't even know where to start. So he just starts asking questions about certain events in your life, like almost like a puberty thing, like asking if this had happened to you or that had happened to you while other events are going on in the bar.
Ox will just kind of passively nod his head periodically and go, uh-huh, and then just kind of pacify you.
I would write down notes. Like I would get out a piece of paper and start.
How old is Ox?
Ox is 160.
So a little bit to the junior of Ferric.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, we're gonna cut back to Tamar, who has just been slid a briefcase as these two goons start to try to carry. Oop, who did we lose?
Root.
Oh.
His internet probably went out.
Yeah.
That's not unusual.
Okay. So as these two goons attempt to try to carry this beast out, they kind of like get to the door and they're having trouble like opening the door, and then at the same time, so one of them like drops him on the ground.
Do I can make another con save?
Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. Yeah, there we go.
As soon as you hit the ground, your eyes just snap wide open, and you're staring at this dark ceiling, and a little bit behind you see this glowing light from like a faint light bulb, and you feel this pain in your chest. The last thing you remember was a sword plunge into your chest and being whacked in the back of the head.
Do I remember who stabbed me and hit me?
Why don't you
Or was it just
tell
like
us
out of the blue?
where they found you and what you were doing that caused this? Give us a backstory.
Oh, damn, Max put me on the spot, eh?
Damn right, man. What do you got?
Enthenak was helping transport a more nefarious being of the law when they were ambushed by some type of pseudo-military convoy. As he was trying to protect his paycheck, let's call it, he was quickly overrun, and even Enthenak has a breaking point. That's the best you're gonna get out of me.
It's awesome. You look up and you see this man looking over you. 5 o'clock shadow, brown hair, deep, dark brown eyes, a helmet that's a little bit too small on his head, chest pad kind of like his armor with an old t-shirt underneath it. Looks dirty, probably has mustard stains all over him. Pants are all ripped. He looks exactly like one of the members you saw during that transport that went awry.
Now I'm on my back. Do I feel my sword at my hilt?
There are currently no weapons on you.
Okay, I'm just gonna punch this guy in the junk.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
Okay. Would I be proficient with this?
I would imagine you would be. I mean, you are a ravenous beast.
Okay, then I'm just gonna roll a strength check.
That's fine.
Or a strength saving throw. 10 to hit.
You kind of like punch him in the kneecap, and he just goes, "Oh, shit! He's alive!"
Now I'm gonna try to stand up.
They both he lets go of like your legs, and the other guy lets go of your legs, and they both like back up towards Tamar and the former sergeant, and you're just kind of like sitting there on your knee, like starting to get up next to this door.
Is there any chairs around?
Being in this storage room, there are some chairs kind of like stacked behind you. You can, like one on top of the other, some bar stools, and then there are a bunch of like
grab
boxes.
a stool.
You are now wielding a stool as an improvised weapon.
Damn, I'm not proficient with stool.
I don't think you're proficient with stool.
That's fine. It's gonna be a one-hit use.
The stool will probably explode. Tamar, is there anything you're doing during all this?
She kind of are these bounty hunters aligned good
So
at all?
Sergeant Wilker was basically kicked out of the military for trafficking people. He's not a very good
Okay.
man. So you suspect he's still not a good man.
Okay. Yeah. She just kind of steps back and she picks up the money and then steps out of the way and just kind of watches.
Perfect. And Wilker starts laughing. Beast man, I don't think you want to do anything hasty.
He just
And
gets a
then-
low guttural grunt.
Now put
She kind of
Go ahead.
moves up towards the sergeant. Just casually.
Tamar, look at this thing. Thinks it's gonna get away. There ain't nowhere to go. We got 1 or 2 ships on this hellhole.
I throw the
And-
chair at his head.
Oh gosh, I'm close. Okay.
Roll a ranged attack with the stool. You're not proficient.
Yeah, this is still 20. So I'm guessing 1d4 plus my strength modifier.
Yeah.
Eight damage.
That
While
was
he's
at
doing that,
the sergeant, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's all
while
right.
he's doing that, can I hit him in the back of the head with my stun baton?
Yes. Roll an attack.
Come on. Ooh,
For
that,
the love
that,
of-
that might hit. That might hit.
A 15 does not hit, unfortunately.
Right.
worth a shot.
It's good. It's fine.
So, so this stool just comes flying across the bar, or across this table, and you pull out your stun baton and go to like just zap him in the back of the head, and the stool hits him in the head, hits him like right in the face while he's like laughing hysterically, thinking his beast is gonna get away, and his head like hits your hand in the stun baton, and it kind of like pushes it into the wall, and you just you zap like some boxes that are behind you, and they just hear this of your stun baton going off, and they all turn and look at you.
I'm taking this opportunity as they look away. I bull rush one into the wall.
I was helping.
Tamar,
Hey, you are helping.
Tamar, you made a
just got
mistake.
them disguised.
I'm not lying. I just didn't specify who I was helping.
So, outside, Ox is sitting at this bar, just getting his ear talked off, or if he even has an ear, his metallic side of his head talked off by this other Nova kid. And you guys hear this like electric clicking sound and a crash and a couple roars, and all come from this other room.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. This is a normal thing. It's a bar brawl.
I will investigate.
Oh, come on, we were having a nice conversation here.
If you could call it that.
Well, what else would you call it?
Yeah, I'm going to investigate.
Oh, just leave me? Fine. Then I would make my way over to the pool table. And get out a battery, hopefully.
Yeah, you're you know these. I mean, it's a pool table. There's just a little panel with a screw on it. You pull out the screw real quick, and inside is this like energy battery thing that kind of like powers the internal contraptions. And you know that it can be, with a little bit of ingenuity, you know that the power can be stretched to help recharge this loader bot.
Perfect. And then I would run back to the bot while everybody and try to activate it. Oh. I would run back while everybody's looking away to the robot and try and put it in.
And
Hello?
so while Ox is kind of investigating this door, you're putting in this battery. Root, go ahead and roll another con save. So as soon as that battery kind of goes in, you know it's there, and you feel like things are starting to charge up and turn back on.
Am I able to see yet?
You get like this flickering, and it's a little bit garbled, and it kind of clears up a little bit, and there's just this bright glowing thing in front of your lens.
Right, so the eye.
The eye turned on.
Sort of tilt up. Yeah, it's gonna flash a few times and then stay lit. It's gonna tilt up to this green glowing thing, and in a robotic tone, just say, "Hi."
Did you just talk?
That's what I've been told.
Hello.
And he's gonna slowly sort of stand up from his more squared box shape and expand his arms so they're by his side, and all the while he raises, the pool table still balances on his head. So he sort of just looks down at the green being and he goes, "What are you?"
Hell if I know.
"I'm
Hey,
seeking employment."
Oh, really? Well, I'm seeking a giant robot.
"Let's be friends."
Friends. All right,
Yeah.
friend.
He
Can you
extends his
pick me
hand.
up and put me on your shoulder as I grab onto his hand?
"I have a table on my head, don't I?"
Yes.
"Do you want to sit on that?"
Yes.
So I'm gonna lift this green thing, and
He's 20 pounds, so it's not hard.
oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, so he's gonna lift him and just sort of try to balance him on top of the table on his head.
I would just stay where I am and say, "Okay, now go follow that yellow glowy guy. I want to see what's going on."
And he just sort of looks around the bar, taking in where he is, and sort of just looking down at his hands and getting a feel for his legs again as he starts taking slow steps towards where Ferric pointed. Or Jiven.
Fair.
Ferric.
So, oh, and just to clarify, it's not a pool table. It's like a little like side table.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like you were holding up like this piece of wood basically that was set over the top of you, so you're just balancing all of this on your head right now. And I'm sorry, where did you walk over to?
following Ox.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I keep mixing up your characters. They have very similar names. So
Yes, yes, they do.
cool. So yeah, inside we're gonna kind of fast forward the storage room brawl just for a second. And Ox, right when you kind of like put your ear up to the door, or you get kind of close enough, you just hear this guttural voice yell, I'm throwing you through this door. And you start to hear a scream. And I want you to make a dex check to get out of the way of the door if you wanted to. So you step off to the right, and the door just crashes open, and this government, well, he's in like ripped up old tattered government outfits, just come flying through the door and start skipping across the ground. And stepping out is this beast of a man. He kind of just walks past you, followed by the rest of the party, and the reason is because of I didn't actually make that small room on the map, so I'm moving you guys outside of it. Can you guys everyone see the map?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's just black for me.
Oh, hang on. Maybe I forgot to give your token site. I did.
Max,
How about
question. Wait, is my thing muted? No. Max, question.
What's up?
Do I have my pill container on me? It would have been in my back pocket.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
As I walk out, I pop it open and take one. I'm gonna expend 2 hit die to increase my hit points to 46 and heal 16. So I would go up to 27.
Very cool. And why doesn't everybody roll an initiative, whether you're actually fighting or not, just to have you guys all in the turn order? I love how long Loaderbot's name is.
It takes up 2 lines.
And while you guys are rolling initiative, Ox, what did you do as this beast flies out from behind this door, and this large man, this government official with a cigar in his mouth, walks out, followed by his buddy chasing after everybody? By the way, this is the guy who's prone down here. Oops.
Was that sword still in me, or was it removed?
I removed it.
Oh, okay. I was totally gonna remove it and use it.
You could have grabbed it if you wanted to. There was a little scuffle that went on in there.
Okay, then I grabbed it. I'm guessing it's a 1d8 longsword?
Yes, just a 1d8.
Hey man, 1d8's better than nothing.
Absolutely. Okay, let me roll these guys' initiative real quick. Sergeant Wilker, Space People. This guy is Wilker. Oh, how do I roll initiative with these guys? This character sheet is new for me as well. Oh yeah, and what was Ox doing during all this?
Nick needs permission to join the chat.
Oh, was he on?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Cool.
Oh.
I wonder if he thought we were starting at 9 too, like the other game.
He probably did.
Yep.
Oops.
Alright, let me let him know. Permitted. Oh, there he is.
Welcome.
Welcome
Welcome!
Hello.
to Family Values.
Yay!
Alert, 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 alert.
I don't think he's there.
He's there. I thought. Nick.
We can't hear you, but you're here.
Chicken boy.
Oh my god, that token.
Right?
It's just so amazing.
Oh, I love it.
Looking
Oh, I
in the
love
corner.
it. I don't think he's not muted or anything. Oh, he's just not ready yet.
Okay.
Anyway. Is Gareth still there?
Sure am.
Oh, you're so quiet. I can not hear you at all.
Can you hear me now?
It's a little better.
lost Yas.
Now we lost Yas.
She's usually back soon.
First session troubles.
Hold on. We're not.
We're slowly gaining people. We're gaining and losing people at a steady rate.
All right.
What?
You're still quiet.
Can you guys hear me better now?
I can get you like 50.
I have you at 200% and you're still super quiet.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
It's not so much that you're quiet that's the problem. It's that like your gain is so low that you keep cutting out.
You might have to get really close to your mic. That's probably why it's not picking up.
By the way, Damien, we started like 2 hours ago.
Can you guys hear me?
Yay,
Yes.
much better.
Yeah, Nick, this game starts at 7:30, not 9 like the other one.
We'll get him in though. I already put his token on the map. Okay. Anyway,
All right.
Ox, go ahead.
Wait, hello?
Hey.
There you go.
Hey, there you are.
Hello.
You are chicken.
It starts at 7:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
But we'll figure all that out later. I'll get you introduced in a minute.
Ox will
Whoa, now you're loud.
You're good. He's perfect.
Yeah, you're good now.
Fine.
We're good now.
Okay.
We just all had you turned way up.
Ox will draw his revolver he's got hanging on his right side and kind of luffle at everyone and goes, now, what seems to be the issue here?
And that big sergeant turns and looks at you and goes, "What in the hell what are you?"
That is the least of your worries, son.
Well, I think you want to stay out. And like he shifts his cigar in his mouth from like one side to the next, and he like shifts his weight, like while looking at you. And well, I think you might want to stay out of this. That beast right there is coming with us. Tama, knock him out. The beast.
So Ox still has the revolver in one hand and he draws a short sword with his other hand. Sir,
Oh,
I
wait.
really think you should calm down.
Did they actually think that I was trying to knock out the beast?
He's trying to like convince you to do it. You know, he knows you're a doctor, so.
Yeah.
And plus, you missed your attack, and he's not really scared of you. So.
Yeah. What did he do exactly that we need to capture him?
What?
That was kind of Russian.
Well, look at
Sorry.
him. Look at him. You know how much money he'll get in the slave pits?
Oh, I know who I'm cutting up first.
You know I don't deal in slaves, Bilker.
I paid you. You deal in whatever I tell you to deal in.
You paid me half of what you promised.
Then you'll get the other half later.
I don't work with slavers, you know that.
Very loud revolver chambering.
I'm charging. Like I'm ready.
And Tamar, out of the Nick, are you ready? By the way.
Nick?
Hello, I'm here. Yes.
Cool. Okay, because I'm gonna bring you in right now. And as Tamar is like talking and everyone's kind of going about this, out of the corner of all of your eyes, who are those who are facing south on the map anyway, notice this thing sitting in the shadow, and it is like the light kind of like moves a little bit over the table. You guys see this bird-like creature sitting at the table, just kind of pondering his life. Perhaps he's terrified of the orc chef using him for his next meal. Maybe he's just trying to find a way off this outpost, but either way, he's just sitting there. And Nick, why don't you tell us a little bit about Kevin?
Well, do you mind if I edit a little what you had there?
Oh yeah, go ahead, edit away.
If you were to look over, you'd see this bird-like thing sitting here at this table, currently head down, grasping firmly in his feathered hand a tall glass. I don't know what kind of space drinks we got going on here. But he's also surrounded by
Space-
various other different.
Moon wine.
He's also currently surrounded by a bunch of empty.
He's a drunk too.
And probably at this point, kind of his head comes up, kind of in like this quick, you know how like birds when they look around, they like doing like darting motions. So like his head just turns up in like a flick, and you see this kind of this face of a chicken, eyes kind of lazily closed in kind of drunkenness, and his head just kind of starts turning around. So so Kevin Cassidy is more or less just a space chicken, like a humanoid chicken. Right now he's wearing a hoodie, you know, just kind of a regular old hoodie. He's wearing some jeans, but he kind of looks up as if he had no idea where he was up until this point, and just kind of lets off a.
I'm not gonna be able to take this character, man. So that is kind of.
I love the voice you have for him.
I haven't decided. Honestly, I haven't decided whether he talks yet.
Or just goes Bach.
He just makes chicken noises.
Well, if he needs anything, I like the Meepo voice for him.
You're like the chicken in that Moana or Mona movie, whatever it's called.
Yeah. I actually watched that earlier today, and yeah, without a doubt, he's that chicken.
Hey. That's the name.
Yeah.
So hold on. Can you kind of update me at what I'm looking at actually?
Sure. So you had been sitting there this whole time, just quietly walking in the corner, and you had witnessed a Ferrick's character run over to the pool table and pull out an energy cube, and you kind of ran back over to like the other side of the bar and powered up a utility bot. You had witnessed a cowboy-looking, glowing being conversating with this other green glowing being. Eventually, this man was thrown through a door by this beast, and now everyone's currently in this like tense standoff. Oh, and he pulled a revolver and a weapon, and he's telling everyone to calm down.
Okay.
Upon
Just-
hearing
just
upon
more.
hearing slavery, he was no longer telling people to calm down.
Oh yeah, that's when the
Everybody
revolver
heard
got
a
loud.
cock.
Yeah.
Just
whole
to
fight
kind of,
stops.
just for a bit more clarification, are we currently on a spaceship?
Oh yeah, you're currently on. So this is. I went way back in time. This is kind of your guys' first all coming together. You guys are on an outpost that was basically. You guys are you're all strangers in this bar, and you're kind of here doing whatever it is you're here doing. The bar is kind of like known to pick up work of all regard. If you're here, you're either were forced to be here, you're running from something, or looking for work. This outpost is like outside like the government sectors. It's kind of by itself. It's very small, like a space station. Only 2 or 3 ships can dock at a time. And it's basically just this bar, and like a living quarters above it, some storage below it, and then like the hangars for where some ships can dock onto. But you're either left here, trapped here, or somehow got here, brought here for food.
I have an idea. It's up to you whether you take this idea. Has it been determined who owns this sort of outpost?
So the bartender is a woman. She used to be some sort of combatant. She is the owner, as well as the orc chef.
Okay. All right. Why I'm here. Maybe I'll tell you.
Yeah, you can ponder that. So far, we only have kind of one backstory on that.
Have I missed a lot, by the way?
Just
You've missed a
introductions.
decent amount. But most of it is just introductions.
Yeah, that and me talking for a little bit about the history of space, I guess.
So, is this hypothetically? Can I do something right now? Is that a thing?
I'll give you one. Yeah, you can go ahead and do something. I mean, what have you been
Do you want
doing
me to-
during all of this?
At all, like initiative wise?
You do have to roll initiative, but I'll let you do something out of combat if you wanted to,
Yeah.
just to kind of
Nothing
catch
has
up.
really started yet.
Yeah, no combat has started. That is going to be Ox once you're introduced.
This guy
Yeah,
who's
because
yelling.
I'm ready to cut up a guy.
Who's this guy who's yelling about capturing people?
That's this guy right here.
The bigger one.
So, so Kevin, his name's fucking Kevin. Jesus Christ. So Kevin again, like kind of jerks his head up, gives a balk. He's gonna jump onto this table.
Start doing the chicken dance.
Still grasping his mug of I imagine it's like an ale made from like seed. You know,
Oh yeah.
beers made from like hops and whatever. This is made from like bird seed. Frantically flailing around this mug, kind of spilling beer everywhere, and just going. "Bark, bark, 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 bark."
What the fuck? I never should have let you
This
play
man's
this
in our
character.
party.
What if that's the twist? He's actually just a dude in a chicken suit.
He's like a children's performer or something that got lost.
He's Big Al from Toy Story.
He's a guy who's stuck in a chicken suit.
And he's worn it so long he actually thinks he's a chicken.
He got hit over the head one day, and just things are weird now.
No, but yeah, so that's what Kevin is currently doing.
Can he lay eggs?
That's yet to be determined.
All right, so we'll jump back to Ox, who's
I roll
witnessing.
now.
Oh yeah, roll your initiative. Who's witnessing a loader bot with a table on its head carrying a small green being, a elf doctor, and then some guy yelling at him.
You'll never take me.
Ox will ready action that if any of these people that are being hostile towards the creature attempt to make an effort to capture him, I will shoot the leader with the revolver.
Okay, sounds good. Tamar, you were just told, even though you clearly don't agree, to knock out this creature so they can take him and leave.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. But I'm not going to straight out tell them that. I'm going to move through them while they still think I'm an ally.
You can
Once
like squeeze through them or whatever.
Once my computer stops being stupid. And then I'm going to cast an actual Cure Wounds on him.
Sounds good.
What? What the hell? Hang on. Something isn't right.
Something is very broken.
You have a double positive in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, the double positive results in a 0 every time.
No, it's another thing.
There you go.
11 hit points.
I
Whoa.
have to tell it what level I'm casting at because I have like a special thing.
So what does your
What is
cure
it?
wounds look like?
So once again, I reach out and is he still facing away? Did he turn to face the big guy?
He's facing the big guy. His sword he's swinging his sword in one arm. He's like about to charge as you walk up.
Okay, So she'll walk up, slowly, kind of saunter past the others, and reach out
touch
with
Faith.
like her. God damn it! Reach out with her palm up, kind of like you do to have like a dog sniff your hand, and then she presses her palm flat against your chest, and suddenly this like white light springs from her fingers into you, and you feel just like this warmth spread into you. And then she immediately dodges out of the way to get out of your way.
As you do walk up, and right before you touch, his eyes snap to you. But as you touch him, and the radiant energy pulses through him, he breathes in heavily, stands up to his full height, looks at you, nods his head, and then stares right back at the sergeant.
And as she pulls her hand away, she dodges to the side and says, "Yeah, I think I'm going to side with him, actually."
Tomorrow, you're not getting the rest of your payment.
Maybe I can pull you in. Slavers do quite well in the black market, I hear.
And then he starts reaching for like his weapon. So does the dude next to him, and then this guy over here is Mark.
Hi, Mark.
The incompetent one, yes.
So what is Enthenak gonna do? Maybe like play a game of Parcheesi?
Enthenak is going to get right up in this guy's face and try to spear him with his sword. 24 to hit, 9 damage.
Oh, you got him.
On top of the 8 damage that he already took.
I already have that all marked in.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
What's the spray look like
The spray.
from the blood?
Oh, it's just he just stabs right through his shoulder, and it sort of like glances off his collarbone and goes up, and blood just leaks down the back of his shirt and just goes in a line down the wall.
Ferric is clapping. Bravo, bravo!
From atop the table.
All right.
That's very good.
And I have an ability, exploit the armor. Is he wearing armor or has natural AC?
He's wearing armor.
He loses 1 point of AC
Oh, okay.
to all creatures.
That's a cool ability. Oh, I remember you linked that
Yeah.
to me. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I can stack it up to 3 though, so I can't get
Yeah.
it like super high, but I can remove 3 points of armor as long as I hit.
Cool.
Hit to deal damage. Yep.
So he... Oh, that's not right. One more. There we go. That's not right either. What the hell? The token was putting the wrong AC on there. Okay.
Would that action trigger Ox's ready action?
I was just going to ask you now that somebody is fighting, unless you want to wait to your actual action of waiting for someone to attack him. It's up to you. I'll let you choose.
Yeah, that'll be
Well, 16 misses. You're shooting the big guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the 16 misses. So just, all of a sudden, the whole bar, like, there's like a little bit of dull music playing in the background, some like old time, classic rock and roll, and just everyone hears this revolver go off, this big bang, as it embeds itself into like this brick wall over here. Is there anything else you do as far as your action?
just get behind a table. It's a table, right?
Yeah, these are booths. Oh, that's a lot of firework. Yeah, these are all booths. So, yep.
Oh,
This is like the dividing wall. I mean, you could like hop over here and look over this if you want cover.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is like the divider between them.
Okay, yeah, that's where I'll end up.
Cool. Yeah, you can do that easily. It's not a very large divider. All right, Loaderbot. The tiny green thing on your head is dancing and clapping and cheering, and a revolver went off, and you're awoken for the first time in like 63 years.
All
I lean
right.
down and ask him, "Hey, you got any like defensive capabilities or anything?"
One moment, please. And a second later, he like whips his left arm, and with it, a long thin blade sort of extends from the industrial tool welded to his side, and it's more like a claw attached to his hand, but it works well as a sword. He takes a step forward, and he puts like one hand on the person's back, and he says, "I'm detecting a hostile environment. Please calm down."
You can hit him. I give you permission.
He's gonna hold his action.
Okay.
I never did ask you if you have any like robotic rules you need to follow. Can't harm humans, etc., etc.
I don't think any rules, but he's not evil.
So are you trying to intimidate this man into backing down?
In a way, yeah.
You can roll an intimidation check. So you kind of like push the sword to him. He kind of... So first of all, he gets stabbed by Enthenac, right? Okay, I don't think I'm saying it right, but either way.
You're good.
Then he feels the blade in his back, and he just goes, "Oh, I'm gonna tell my friends in the government about you guys." And he kind of like turns around and like looks at the robot. And he goes, "What is that rust bucket?"
Did you just call my friend a rust bucket? I'm gonna murder you.
"What the hell are you people? You're not even people. None of you are people."
I'm not a
What do you
bucket.
mean, you people?
Bark.
Oh man.
Wow. Wow.
God damn it. This is the role I have chosen.
You're the comedic
It's
relief.
something. It's something.
Why did I fucking name him Kevin?
I don't know why you named him Kevin. It's awesome though. His name's Kevin. He has the most human name ever, Kevin Cassidy. Like, he's a fucking chicken. Oh, good lord. Okay. So that's gonna miss. Enthenac, this guy right here next to you, points a gun at you and pulls a trigger, and the bullet just sails past you and again embeds into the... Actually, it's gonna embed right into the bar. Right into the bar rail there. And he just like is shivering.
I want to, if I can't, that's fine. But what I am gonna say, I want to attempt a intimidation.
Alright, I'll let you do that after these guys are done.
Okay.
Was the intimidation in action or
Well, you said you were holding your action, right?
yeah?
Yeah, no, I was just letting you roll to intimidate because of what you were doing, but then what were you holding your action for, actually?
Just in case this guy attacks.
Anybody at all, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you'll be able to do that once it gets to him if he attacks.
All right.
Cool. Okay. So the guy down here is gonna get up and he dusts himself off and he's like shaking his head. He's a little delirious and he's like, "Tamal, why are we? I don't." And like he pulls out like this blade as he's like shaking like this delirious off of him, and he is going to I gotta bring him in, and he just runs towards Enthenac. Oh, he can't. Well, yeah, he can make it. We'll say he can make it. And he pulls out this blade, and he tries to stab you. Oh, so he swings at you, and just completely misses. And the blade like comes around, and he like cuts himself with it a little bit. He's gonna do the damage to himself because of the critical failure. And if anyone's looking that way, you look down and you notice that 3 more members of his crew kind of saunter into the bar, here to drink. The door opens and they kind of walk in and they kind of notice what's going on. But that's going to be their turn. They're going to stop down there.
Right as this kid fires at me, I point at him and say, "You wait your turn."
And
As
you
an
can
intimidation.
you go ahead and roll it. That's fine. I'll let you use your reaction for that.
14. Not horrible, not great.
You know, it's
Is it-
something.
Is it insight versus intimidation? How does it work?
I was just going to roll a con check or con save.
That works.
Oh, I rolled a con check.
Damn.
Oh, wow. He's just like,
Still works.
Sir, I have to do this. And he's like clicking his like energy gun to like shoot at you again.
Okay.
Ferric.
Okay, who is the one who called him a rust bucket?
The big guy here.
Big chair.
Okay, so Ferric starts strapping something onto his arm. It looks, imagine Iron Man, but instead of there being a blue spot where the hand thing is, there's a gun pointed out of it. And he points down, he puts his hand down and points at him, and he says, "Don't ever call my friend a rust bucket!" And he just starts shooting the fuck out of him.
Ah, yes, the action shoot the fuck outta. I love that action.
It's a great action. Unfortunately, in your anger and your haste, you point and you shoot and you nearly hit this large beast man.
It
got a
doesn't
hell of
even
a
notice.
roll.
It's hard to aim from the top of a table, alright?
While balancing. It's hella hard.
Can I add tables to my inventory?
No.
We'll discuss that. I mean, it
It's
is.
gonna be the bucket all over again.
It's fucking all over again.
And tree and foot and
Yes.
rations.
His rations are battery packs.
Yeah, I don't need to eat.
And then his, as a bonus action, he takes this other thing that he had in his left hand, and he sticks it onto his chest, and a force field appears around him.
So this force field just what is it? So it's like literally surrounds your entire person, like a bubble, or is it like close to your skin?
It's skin touching,
Okay.
or anything that I am wearing.
So no one can see it because you're already shining and glowing.
Yeah.
He's glowing. Will that be your turn?
Like a beautiful butterfly.
Oops, I passed Kevin.
Hey.
Mr. Cassidy, you just, as you're balking on this table, these three men run in, and like one looks over at you and goes, "The fuck?"
Okay. How tall is this? The fuck you. This is what this game is now. It's just
Oh,
chicken
man.
and punch.
This was a serious game.
It
no
was
longer is.
until Kevin. Okay, what did you ask me
Oh
now?
my god.
How high is the ceiling?
It's like 15 feet.
Sweet. So, Kevin's going to.
Oh no.
You see, I can't take him seriously as long as his name is Kevin, because every time I say Kevin is going to do something, it doesn't sound right.
What about Cassidy?
No, I'm staying with Kevin. Anyway, so Kevin is gonna roll up the sleeves of his hoodie and just start flailing his arms, like flapping. Have you ever seen a chicken fly?
Yeah, a little, I think.
Try to fly.
Yeah.
You know, just spastic. There's feathers go flying, and like the glass, he doesn't even like let go of the glass before he does this. Like he starts flapping with the glass, so the glass like flies out of his hand and probably crashes against this pool table or whatever. And Kevin's just gonna flutter his way to right about okay. Right about here. He's gonna get there, and he's gonna start digging under the bar.
Anything in particular he's digging for?
Alcohol. I don't care if that's not where it is, and if it's right behind him, I don't care.
Actually,
So
Fucking alcoholic chicken.
Anything that's not alcohol, he throws behind him without regard of whether it's breakable or not.
My god.
So I should have put a token there, but the bartender is back there, kind of like watching all of you kind of do all this. And as you flutter over there, she like waves her hands in front of her because of the feathers. She's like, "Oh God, what are you, Kevin? Damn it! Get out! What are you doing?" And you're like
Hold on,
throwing dishes.
I have to change my box to be more drunken. Oh God!
Are you sure he's drunken and not dying? How much damage have you taken?
Oh God. Okay. She just like is like yelling at you like you want like a cat that jumps on your counter that is supposed to be there. Get out of here, go on get.
And I'm like trying to like bat away like her while also just continually digging through the thing.
Like
All
you
kind of like clumsily and I'm drunk.
So like you're just like flinging dirty dishes everywhere because that's what's down there. Then like way in the back, like you feel the unmistakable feel of a glass bottle, and you pull it out, and there's like it's like half full. It's like the bartender's like personal bottle of booze that she drinks, when she's at work, and you just have this in your hand now.
I stand up like fully and just down it, or start to rather.
Go ahead and roll a con save. There's a lot of con saves in this game.
Yeah.
I'm proficient in those.
I guess I put all of you guys in a pretty precarious situation. So you're definitely getting a little bit more drunker. A couple more of those, and we'll see what happens. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn? Not that wasn't a glorious turn in itself.
Did I finish the glass?
You're about halfway through right now.
All right, I'll keep drinking.
Perfect.
Are you fending the bartender off too?
And then just kind of lazily like flapping my arm at her.
The feathers are distracting her. Like every time he flaps his arm, like a bunch of like dirt and dust and feathers fling off of him. So she's just like, and she's like coughing and sneezing.
I love the idea that I'm here all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin, not again.
Yeah, she knows you. The bartender obviously knows you.
This isn't the first time you're taking a chance or taking advantage or something.
And you still never remember where the alcohol is, which is on the wall behind you. You go for whatever reason, you always go into the bar. All right, we're gonna go to Sergeant Wilker, or to Tamar, Sergeant Wilker. So he is going to. Where's this character sheet? There it is. So while like fending everybody off, he's gonna take a couple of actions, and he pulls his pistol out and he points it at Loaderbot, and he pulls the trigger.
Pulling out the pistol, is that a provoking attack of op?
No.
No, okay.
But
in Pathfinder it does, so I was just wondering.
Yep, this is not Pathfinder. So,
I know, I was just wondering.
So upon doing that, though, do you want to take your ready to action, Loaderbot?
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. So you shove your blade into his back as he's like spun around looking at you. Damn.
I told you to calm down.
I told you to calm down. And then he pulls the trigger on his pistol. Does a 15 hit you?
That misses.
Yeah. So bang, it goes off, and like as you stab him, he like varies to the right, missing you, and he turns back around and points the gun at Enthanok, and he pulls the trigger again. I assume that misses.
Yeah, that misses.
So he misses both of you.
Is his robot voice? Is his robot voice like the voice to text, like bop bop bop, or is it like one of those like British, like nicely spoken, like Jarvis?
It's more of a rough robotic voice.
Greetings, human.
Yes.
Hello. You are a chicken.
Is it like the Elcor from Mass Effect?
I've never played Mass Effect, and you know.
Oh my god, the Elcor are amazing. They are so emotionless when it comes to their words. They say what emotion they're feeling before they speak.
That's interesting.
Oh
Think about one getting frisky. Horny. It's nice to meet you. Walks into a room of his loved one. Hatred. Hi, everyone.
Hatred.
Like
Folks are
Claptrap.
coming.
Yeah.
He just can't not feel angry or sad. He just has to what he
HK47.
says.
Anybody?
Huh?
HK47? I don't think I've heard of that.
What is that?
Did anybody play Knights of the Old Republic? He did
No,
the same
yes.
thing.
Oh yes.
Greetings, meatbag.
Robots are awesome. Chickens are awesome.
Drunk chickens are better.
We're all awesome. Let's be honest.
None of you guys are normal. All right, Ox.
Really funny.
You're currently like
That's why
reenacting
we
the
filmed.
Wild West over there.
I hopped over the table, holstered the revolver, put the sword down, retrieved the hunting rifle from my back. Going to aim at one of the. Let me zoom out here. Aim at the closest one to me here, so he's 90 feet away. I can see him, right?
Yeah, you could see him. You see like the top of his head, or actually no, you see like his shoulder up, basically.
And I'm gonna put a round off towards him because I can clearly see like they're working together, right?
Oh yeah, they're clearly same style, same look, same everything.
Yeah. So
15, I believe. Yeah, well, 15 hits him. Oh shit, that's pretty good damage. So that was some loud fireworks.
That's some crazy damage, dude. Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't bring him down, but that bullet hits him like, you know, not in his heart, but the other side of his chest kind of thing, and like he's feeling it.
and after I see the round hits him, Ox will just kind of speak out to him. You boys should probably just leave while you have the chance.
Agreed.
And they all like turn and look at you.
I have a better idea. How about we slaughter them all?
I like that plan.
Oh man.
Nobody here
No,
needs to die.
there's no need to be uncivilized towards these people.
Hey, you can be civilized and murderous.
I beg
He broke me. He finally broke me. Does that perfectly timed the cock? Oh my god.
I gotta perfect my pocket.
Yes.
That was perfect.
Holy
I said,
shit.
boy.
Oh my god.
Talk like Foghorn Leghorn.
Yes. That would be amazing.
Just
Oh,
go from
man.
Bagak to I says.
As
Foghorn
he's turning into the
Boy, I said, boy, I.
Tamar.
So let's see. So he fired.
Oh yeah, he shot at both Loaderbot and Enthenak.
Um. Well, I guess I'm gonna. No, that's concentration. Fuck. All right, I'll just run up and try and hit him with my stun baton.
Why are you upside down? Are you just? Oh, is that just what you're facing?
Oh, god damn it! Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you like as he's shooting at Loaderbot and he's shooting at Enthenak, and you go to like try and zap him again, and he just like swats you aside on accident again.
Son of a bitch!
Tamar, help me!
I don't think so.
And as that conversation's happening there, what is Enthenak doing?
Does he see his sword on the captain? His sword isn't hard to miss. Just, is the captain wearing it?
Is the captain wearing a sword?
Is the captain wearing his sword?
Well, the captain has a sword. I'm not sure what you're asking.
Well,
Or no, I'm sorry,
Does
no,
the
he
captain
doesn't.
have Ethernak's sword?
No, but did you stab him with it?
No, the plasma
confused.
sword.
Oh, yes,
Does Ethernet
yes,
see
yes.
him
It's
wearing
strapped
the
to his
plasma?
side. Yes,
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
forgot
try
about
to take
that.
it from him.
yes.
Can I use my move action to try to take it from him, or my action to take it from him?
Roll a It's not really sleight of hand, but just roll like a sleight of hand check.
I'm trying to take it by force. Could it be like a strength check?
Roll a strength check then.
Okay, so like strength or athletics or something.
Yeah, athletics is good.
Athletics, okay. 22.
All right, he's gonna roll opposed.
Come on, roll low, you son of a bitch.
Oops.
I should have insulted him. Now he's gonna roll like a natural 20.
That one. Right now. Right now.
That'd be amazing. He hands me his sword.
So he like goes, he like grabs your wrist as you grab the weapon off his side, and like you pull it off of him, like you disconnect it from like the little clip it was on, and like he's like holding onto your wrist, and like you pull away, and he can't like shoot and defend himself all at the same time, so you manage to pull the glaive right from him, or not glaive, sword from him.
Yeah, it's a plasma greatsword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because glaive wouldn't have worked.
Because it was an opposed check, though, we're gonna say that was your action.
Okay, that's fine.
What is there anything else you want to do in your turn?
I'm gonna intimidate. What's this guy's name?
You're gonna try and intimidate again? You've never gotten his name.
I thought his name was Mark.
Isn't that Mark?
Nope. Mark is right here.
Mark.
Oh, this is Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I threw Mark through a door. He ain't coming to my side. I'm gonna turn to this guy and say, "You don't want to die here, kid. Do the smart thing."
You can roll. And
Do the smart thing.
Look, you don't have to be good with words when you're a whole.
It's not right.
When you get to add your strength to intimidation, you don't have to be good with words.
See, Gareth.
all right.
So how much does he piss his pants?
Ooh.
Badly.
He's going to start moving away on his turn. So he's definitely scared of you.
Okay.
Loaderbot, you are withdrawing the sword from his back. What are you going to do next?
Right, so is he still standing or is he almost like...
Oh, he's hunched over. He's definitely feeling the pain, but he's still pretty sturdy.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack him again. Can I make this one... How does non-lethal damage work?
You just got to let me know that you don't want to kill him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sort of smack him with the blunt side of the weapon.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack. So you're doing blunt damage then instead of okay.
Slashing, yeah.
So you definitely hit him. He doesn't go unconscious, but he drops his pistol to the ground. Like he kind of like falls forward on like his leg, and he catches himself and stands back up. And he just goes, "Tama, don't let me fall here. It's embarrassing. You guys are freaks."
Please, you're only
You're
making
dying.
this worse.
And you're still trying this.
He's clearly delirious. He's clearly losing touch on what's going on around him.
Oh, I can't wait to cleave this guy's head off.
Is there anything else you want to do, Root?
No, that's it.
Okay. So the Space Pirates. This guy here was definitely intimidated by what you did. He's going to roll an attack with disadvantage, though, and he's going to start moving away from you.
That's fair. I like that.
Yeah. So I don't know what an intimidation... We'll do this one. Oh man, there's fireworks going off all over around my house. Okay. So he
Get the flag, get him!
runs back. Capture the flag, capture the flag. And then he is going to shoot his pistol. And he is going to try to shoot it accurately at Enthanok. Oops, I didn't roll it with disadvantage. Well, I don't think 14 hits anyway, right?
14 doesn't hit.
So yeah, he shoots off a shot. Clearly not doing any damage to you. Let's see.
I just want to point out, a lot of the hits that hit Ethanak, or that miss Ethanak, technically hit him, but they just like glance off.
Nice.
His skin and his body is so rigid and hard that most attacks just glance off like iron.
Oh, okay.
Because his AC, his AC is technically made up his strength and con. He has no dex, so he doesn't dodge. He just takes attacks.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's fair. So that bullet, because he was intimidated, that bullet definitely just missed you.
Fuck
Yeah.
you.
You guys still just making puns? You are.
I hope this is the rest of this game forever.
Oh man. Okay. So the rest of the space pirates, Mark here is going to attempt to stab you, Enthanak, with his energy scythe.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
And he's going to make 2 attacks with it. Because I keep forgetting that they have 2 attacks. I don't think either hit, though.
Yep, neither hit.
Cool. And also, side note, it sounds like everyone's in kind of an agreement as far as how long we're going to play for. So we'll go till like about 11:30 to 12. We'll start wrapping up the session, Eastern. Just throwing that out there.
That sounds good to me.
Cool. Okay. Then let's see. Down here, Ox had fired around. Let's see. And then... Sorry. Okay. I muted my mic because fireworks are just going nuts over here, but apparently I was too early on that. Okay, so... They're not listening. I mean, they want to help their boss, but they're also not too enthusiastic. So they're looking over and they're seeing their boss getting mobbed. The guy you did shoot kind of like turns and runs back through the door. So he disappears. The other 2 are going to... One's going to move behind this pool table here. And then this guy is going to take... He's going to be in full cover behind the booth right here. So we're putting him in half cover and him in full cover. And that's that. Okay. Ferric. So...
Alright. So I lean down to Loaderbot and say, your goal is to eliminate the lethal or non-lethal, I don't really care. And then I use my weight to sort of use the table, kind of like a slide, to get down off of him.
Is the robot under the table?
Yes. I am on top of the robot who has a table on top of him.
The table's balancing on my head.
And then I move over here and jump up on here. And I move over to here. And I look at the people over there and say, fuck, I don't have any good one-liners. Hey, fuckers, blow up! And I throw a frag grenade.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Right here.
Okay. Oh, I wonder if I can find a picture of a grenade real quick. So, a grenade, though, it's still to hit, though, correct? It isn't just like an automatic area effect?
It's an automatic area effect.
But he has to roll to hit the space.
Oh.
No, I think that's just with the grenade launcher.
I actually have that pulled up. Let me look at it real quick.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, if you have it up, let me know what it says.
Because I know I can't throw him up to 120 feet.
Yeah, no, it's deck safe.
To make this attack, roll a strength athletics check, DC 10 if the target is within 20 feet, DC 15 if the target is within 60 feet. So roll a strength athletics. Alright, it says it here, I'll just copy and paste it. That is what it says. That is straight out of the 5th age handbook.
Oh, 5th age. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, stuff. No, that's right above the grenades.
Okay.
Okay.
So you have to roll a strength athletics check.
Me?
That's what it says. You only have to beat a DC of 10.
Well, that's if they're within 20 feet.
Oh.
Well, I could...
DC 10 if it's 20. DC...
I mean, I have a grenade launcher.
Oh, you have a grenade launcher?
Yeah, he has the launcher. I forgot about that.
I pull off the grenade launcher off my back.
So,
and then just...
Yeah. I'll just make the
should
dex saving throw for them. No, you can just shoot the grenade there.
Okay.
We'll say, because a 15's high enough for you to hit a blank spot on the floor, I'm assuming. The AC of the floor probably isn't all that high. So you hit that spot. And then we're just going to roll a dex save for the two guys. One's in full... Actually, no, he's not in cover right there. So, okay, yeah, we'll just roll a dex save.
Table.
Yeah. One is hiding behind the pool table, so we'll give that guy advantage.
Bye-bye pool table.
Yeah, right. It's a classic pool table, too. I can't believe you're blowing it up. Alright. 14...
Hope y'all have the money to pay back this bartender.
Okay, so he's going to take full damage. The other guy...
Yeah.
Okay, so they both take full damage.
Sweet.
So that grenade just explodes, sending frags and shrapnel everywhere. What's the range on that thing? Like, is it gonna hit you guys?
No, it's 20 foot.
Okay.
It's enough to hit this stuff.
So Kevin's just standing there drinking, watching, and a grenade goes off and nothing hits him.
Mm-hmm. And then I would...
I like flurry of feathers suddenly in surprise.
Alright, 16 to this guy, 16 to this guy.
As a bonus action, can I... And I'm not throwing it. I just want to pull the pin on a smoke grenade.
That's fine. You can you pull it out and you kind of like begin to pull the pin, and on your next turn you'll be able to throw it.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do though? Are you good?
Nope, that's it.
Okay then.
Actually, yeah, that's an action. So yeah, never mind.
Cool. Mr. Kevin. What are you gonna do?
Am I capable of downing the rest of this bottle? I imagine I've been like continuously drinking
Yeah.
this while everyone else was.
You're like
moving.
just polishing it off.
Hey, chicken, pass me a bottle.
Who said that?
Ferric. He's on
Okay.
the table.
I'm going to violently throw this bottle at Farrag.
Today is the day the chicken dies. Y'all hungry? Because we're all having roast chicken tonight.
Oh, fuck.
You hear an orc in the back go, "That chicken's mine."
And I throw it. Should I roll?
Are you trying to hit him, or just throwing it towards him drunkenly?
Okay, hold on. Let me. Oh wait, you know what? Let me backtrack that. Maybe I don't do that. Hold on.
Because it
Which
depends.
Which one of these guys has taken more?
Well, this guy's almost dead.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I'm gonna
laugh if you
flutter-
knock him out.
That's the plan. I'm gonna I'm gonna flutter again in a flurry of feathers up onto the bar to about here. I'm now kind of in a crouched, like Spider-Man or Nightcrawler style.
In front of me.
In front of you, looking past you. He probably didn't even hear you.
I had my hand out waiting for it.
And I kind of like hold it out like I'm about to give it to you, and then I'm just gonna huck it at this guy, aiming to hit him because he was yelling and being loud.
It's a ranged weapon attack, improvised, unless you're proficient in, I don't know, bottles.
I mean, he is a drunkard.
I don't know what civilians have. I don't know if you have anything special with
I
that,
have
so-
nothing useful for that. No, so
Okay. Just roll.
Yeah, don't get useful until later.
just a dex throw.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, damn. You hit him.
Like, it just disappears when he starts handing it to me. And
I just throw it.
What the hell? I don't know. Roll it. It's a glass bottle. That hurt. So
I would say a 1d4.
yeah, I would say roll a d4.
Same
and
damage as a.
he'd be covered in
stool.
alcohol. Which is good.
Well, the bottle was empty.
Yeah, he drank it all
Yeah,
first.
Oh shit.
He
Oh
takes
my
4
God.
damage.
Nice. Well, plus it would be plus your strength
Please
mod.
be knocked out. Is he knocked out?
Is it plus your strength mod? Because
Yes!
He had 4 hit points left.
nice.
Holy shit, this fucking chicken!
And that's why you guys take me along.
So it sails through as he's looking at Tamar, going, "You gotta," right when he's like, "You gotta help me," and like the bottle just clunk, and he just like sits there staring off to the left, like as it hits him, and he just kind of like starts wobbling, and then he just falls forward, face first onto the ground.
As he falls, I catch him on my knee and just fucking knee him in the face as he falls.
He doesn't even make a noise. He's just unconscious.
I don't care. I still want to knee him in the face.
Absolutely.
Yay. Douche.
Is there anything else Kevin wants to do?
I'm going to.
I try to high five him.
There's this sweet. Kevin goes for the high five, but it misses you completely. But he feels like it was a success anyway, so he looks away.
Derek is just laughing.
So yeah, it's like a lazy one of those drunken high fives where it's like. Bleh. So civilians have this sweet ability, where if I don't use all my movement on my turn, I can use the rest of my. I can divide up my movement during other people's turns. It's pretty sweet. So I'm going to just kind of stay here, staring off into space, specifically in this direction.
Wondering what the cowboy's doing?
No, not looking. No, not looking at him. Looking right there.
Specifically right there.
Just that
we
Because
spot.
of chicken. Because
right
of chicken.
there.
That's the
Because
spot.
of chicken. Exactly. That's awesome. Or maybe he sees.
Brrr.
Oh shit.
It
I
is.
think I erased my token.
Oh, see, I
shoot,
thought I
yeah,
saw
you
something
were gone.
disappear.
Damn it,
Yeah.
yes.
I want
There
to
we
know.
Hey, did you notice that I didn't do that last night?
I did.
I want you to know that my perfect envisioned plan from as soon as this whole combat started was me throwing a bottle at some guy and somehow knocking him out. So I'm happy
my
that
lord.
that happened.
You definitely accomplished it. You know what you rolled for your initiative, yes?
18.
18. So
Yeah,
you
because
would-
she was on top of me and
Yeah.
after Ox.
Are you guys proud that the chicken got the first kill?
No,
Yes.
actually, I kind of wanted that.
I love it so much.
It was perfect, and I can't hate you for it, but I wanted that kill.
So,
Well, I didn't want to kill him, but
He's just knocked out though, right? Because there's just a bottle.
yeah, he's
Hey, plus
unconscious.
Unless he just threw it so hard it went
His
head.
head just explodes.
He's at exactly 0, if I'm not mistaken, because he had 4, then he took 4.
Yeah, he's unconscious. So he's not gonna have a turn because he's unconscious. Ox, what are you up to?
So this guy right here, is he just knocked down?
He's just terrified. Like he backed himself into the corner. He's like leaning against the wall, like just aiming his gun like at everybody, like just everyone, just like pointing, yeah, shaking like real bad, like just scared.
All right. Hunting rifle away, revolver's back out. Ox is gonna jump over the table here, put the revolver up against the back of his head, and go, "You really should drop that weapon, son."
Intimidation.
Yeah, go ahead and roll intimidation. I was looking at something.
I
else.
love intimidation.
And if he does anything else except for drop the gun, he's gonna pull the trigger.
Fair enough.
Still a chance he could roll lower. He rolled a 2 before.
Yeah, let's roll. They have real bad con.
0.
Hey!
Yes.
He's just shaking. Like as soon as like the gun hits the back of his head, he stops. Like all of his shaking stops, and you just like, and he kind of like slowly turns and looks up at you with the gun like still pointing at everybody else. And as you say that, he's just like staring into like a weird spot on your cheek because he can't see your eyes. And then he just kind of like lets the gun go, and it just kind of clicks against the ground. And he just sits there staring at you. So he's out of combat. We're gonna say he left combat. I don't know what token to use for that. We're gonna use this one.
Grenade?
All right, fine.
Sure, why not?
Fine. You know what?
No,
You know-
grenade works.
The grenade isn't good enough for you. We use radioactive.
I think these guys should have a grenade icon.
True. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. They got grenaded, technically.
They've been grenaded.
Yeah.
They are currently being afflicted by grenade.
Their affliction is grenade. The status of exploding or being exploded.
I have an idea
Ox,
for grenade.
is there anything else you would like to do?
Do I have enough of my action left after I made him drop his weapon to aim my gun at this one and tell him to drop his weapon?
Can't do that, but you could still move and possibly shoot your weapon if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll stay here and shoot my weapon. How far away am I? Yeah, I'll shoot it.
You're gonna shoot Mark.
What was that? Yeah. Bye, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, I was just about to say.
Damn it. All of us just like instantly thought about it.
Mark is they have a few hit points, so he's not dead. But yeah, your bullet catches him like right in the shoulder, and it goes like into his chest. And you can see that he's clearly in pain. He'll use the revolver too, so like everyone in the room flinches as your revolver goes off. The bartender is just like
in a blind rage right now.
the bartender is like, mind the blood, mind like as you shoot, she's polishing a glass, watching you guys fight.
Fucking your nade just went off.
She's picking up Kevin's like feathers and like putting them in a bag.
So
She has a bag. Like it's the Kevin's feathers bag.
Yeah, she makes pillows and sells them to people.
That's
You're in
why
here
that
so
this
damn
is
much.
okay. She makes so much money off of the soft pillows that she can repay for all of it.
Exactly. She's an artiste. Tamar.
Boop-a-doo. Well, he's dead. Or down. And he's not a
He
good
could
person.
be dead.
He's not a good person, so I don't have to save him. So she kind of like, nudges him with her boot. Says, "You should have paid me what you promised, and I would have left you alone." And she turns to look at Antonak, and she says, "Nice to meet you, Tamar." And then she casts guidance on him.
Ooh.
It may not matter at this point, but why not?
He's about to rip Mark in half, I think, so it'll probably
So
help.
that's for any ability check. So strength, I guess.
Well, it's not a check to use my plasma glaive.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just an attack. Still, it's useful. Thank you.
Tamar, anything else you want to do?
That's an action. And no one else is hurt, right?
I'm still a bit damaged, but no.
They all rolled really poorly.
You're a fucking chicken.
Chicken's got problems, man.
Oh my god.
Wait. I can't help you anyway. Never mind.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one damaged, and I'm good. I have a lot of hit points.
All right. So she'll just kind of touch you and then step out of the way.
Huh. Antonak, you feel this like presence behind you, and you're having flashbacks of this man like punching you in the face as another man shoves a sword into your chest, and you get this like feeling that this person might be standing directly behind you.
I pull my plasma glaive, or I keep calling it a glaive now, my plasma greatsword up to my face, and I click the button, and as the plasma flickers to life and it grows a good 3 inches, I start laughing. And I turn around and stare him dead in the eyes. "Oh, hi, Mark." And I make a slash.
Fuck you.
You know you loved it.
Oh,
Natural
shit!
20.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, hi, Mark. I didn't hit her.
How's your
I am
sex?
supposed to hit you.
Is he in two pieces now?
Straight down the middle.
Yeah, but
Straight down the middle.
it's vertically in two pieces, and he's smiling on one side of his face and frowning on the other as his body just like peels apart and hits the ground, and the blood starts like seeping through the grates there, and the bartender just goes, "Honey."
I'll pay for that. and I am going to take my full movement of 40 feet.
Hey, whoa! You're gonna get hit by a grenade. Back up.
Completely ignoring. Just keep running. Just in a full sprint. Just.
Well, not my fault.
Well, he likes grenades. Alright, so you just viciously slaughtered a man. Loaderbot.
Okay. So this guy, is he like convinced he's not fighting anymore?
For mechanics' sake, he's technically out of combat, but yeah, he's just sitting there, cowering.
Alright,
You can still kill him or attack him or whatever you want to do with him, but he's...
no, he's given up. I can move... If I dash, I can move 40 feet, so... Yeah,
Careful,
that's-
Loaderbot.
oh,
Or careful, robot.
Careful, friend.
Careful, friend.
Okay, friend. And he's gonna just dash forward.
With the table.
With the table still balancing on his
I'm
head.
giving you control of this table, so...
Perfect.
This table's now a thing.
He's gonna keep this until
Did
the
he keep
last session.
it?
Yeah,
I'm going to just, like, connect it to his body.
weld it.
Yes.
Maybe I'll group your token.
Weld a wooden
You know what?
table?
This will just be your token now. I'll just save it like this.
Yes.
So... Alright, I'm not doing that. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Look, if it rains, then he has an umbrella every...
That's true. No
Yeah.
rest.
He doesn't have any waterproofing done, so... I assume that's the end of your turn?
Well, yeah. He's matching to dash.
Okay. So this guy here is going to, on the top, is going to clamber away from Ox and just like trying to like get behind this jukebox. He's just running away from everybody. The two guys down here are like shaking themselves off, and they both are going to pop around and shoot their guns at Enthenek, who's currently charging them.
Yeah, boy.
Pistol. Where's the pistol? There it is. So, bang,
Miss.
bang,
Miss.
and they each get 2 attacks.
What is your armor class?
That hits, but I negate 5 points of damage, so that does no damage.
Wow.
Jesus.
So, I just want to specify this again. He has no dex to his armor class. It is strength and con. So these bullets are hitting, but just glancing off.
And even the one that gets in a little bit just doesn't...
Yeah, it hits, and he actually feels it because it pushes him a little, but it doesn't do any damage. It barely leaves a mark. Stop trying to hit me and hit me!
I want you to do it. I want you to hit me.
God.
That was easy.
Chicken ASMR.
I'm fun fact about Nick, I'm really good at Joker impressions.
Great
was pretty
fact
good.
about Nick.
Do you want to know how I got these scars?
I thought you were going to say
Actually, I don't think I want to see how you got those scars.
I was a drunk chicken.
Okay.
You should please have Kevin do like Joker impersonations. I want Kevin to like do these impersonations randomly to people, but insert chicken jokes into it.
You know how I
randomly
got
gonna,
those.
All right. So that happened. I
laughing
don't even know why they were shooting at him. Kind of was pointless, I guess.
Well, if he didn't roll a 1 for damage, he would have hurt me.
Right. No, I
But
figured I got that.
I neglect just enough damage that it didn't do anything.
So to drop the smoke grenade, is that an action?
I
I've already pulled the pin.
really should bring this up, huh?
Probably.
Well, I'm a
You can also
DM.
retcon the whole...
I don't want to do work. I would just make it up, but you know, I should probably
Good.
make sure. So I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to just drop it so it's not an action.
I'm trying to drop it so it...
Well, if you're just gonna drop it, we'll just say it's your movement.
All right. Yeah. Then
For now, until I
I
find
drop
a grenade.
it. I drop it just down there, and it starts to take a second, and smoke starts to go around in a 20-foot radius.
As soon as he does that, I've been forgetting to actually do this. Kevin is scared by the sudden sound of the thing falling and the thing, the smoke's seeping out. So I'm going to use all my reserve movement. He's going to start fluttering frantically, and he's going to flutter all the way to this table.
And right before the smoke actually starts to cut, I take out this little. It almost looks like a thing you'd put fireworks in to make it go up higher, but there's a little like blue gadget connected to it, and he puts it on his shoulder, and he looks through the blue gadget, and it starts to beep, and it as he's looking over here at these two. Can I actually see the guy through the pool table? Wait, the pool table's not even there.
It's there. It's just very damaged. Like, very damaged.
Okay. But can I see him?
How
Yeah, you
big
can
was
see
the
him.
Radius of the grenade, by the way.
20 feet.
Okay, good. I was hoping I didn't just fly into the radius.
No, it already exploded.
Oh,
You're good.
phew.
And as I take it out and it starts beeping, it locks on to these two, and all of a sudden these missiles come flying out,
You're shooting fucking missiles.
one after another.
What did I let you guys play?
The first two
Everything.
going at this guy, and the third one going right behind here, as they fly through the air and smash into him. Not blowing up, but just going in.
I mean, it's cool. It's like we're superheroes. Plus a chicken.
You guys are Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ox is here, so he's basically Star-Lord, so I think now we have everybody.
I can't figure out what Guardians of the Galaxy equivalent Kevin is.
You're like the director that sometimes ends up on screen as an extra.
Yeah.
I'm the Stan Lee.
Yes, that's what I was about to
Stan
say.
Lee.
You're Howard the Duck.
Oh yeah, there you go.
God. Yes.
Yeah, you drink, yeah.
What about that?
You just gotta smoke now.
Shit.
Howard the Duck.
Oh my god. Okay, so they took that damage. They now have rockets embedded into them.
Yes. They're more like bullets that can track onto you and hurt you.
Kevin,
Yeah.
these guys only have a few hit points left.
Can Kevin kill everybody? I don't have. Oh wait, I have talons. Oh sweet.
You can kill one of them if
Oh my god.
you can kill one of them if you wanted.
Hold on. What's this guy's disposition?
He has a rocket embedded into him. His half of his body's like armor and clothes are gone from getting blown off him. He's just like aiming his gun at Enthenak, who's charging towards him, just like falling over to the left, trying to shoot at him.
But I'm talking about like attitude. Is he having a good time? Is he like scared? Is he angry?
Well, he's real angry.
What's my read on this guy? Can I do an insight?
His space condo is way past due on the mortgage. He's a little upset about that, so he's not in a very good mood.
Okay.
His wife was pissed because he forgot to bring home some space milk from the space cows. So he was not happy to be here. His boss told him he'd have the day off. So he's really
Wait, is Kevin
regretting.
from a space farm?
No. I hate farms.
That's what he's running from. Fuck. And people named McDonald.
Just something about him. Okay, this guy isn't pleasing me. He should be having a good time.
He's not.
So I'm gonna fly again, fluttering. I can fly, so I'm gonna land like on his shoulders and just start tearing at him with my talons. Whoops! I don't know why I dexterity check. Whatever that dexterity check represented, whatever. And then I'm just gonna attack him with my talons. How do I use an attack that I added? What is this?
If you click,
You have to. Sorry, go ahead.
you click the attack, the action button, and then click it in the chat.
See. Ah ha ha.
Oh God, you killed him anyway. Yeah,
Oh my fucking
you ripped
God,
him to
this
pieces,
chicken.
man. That guy's way dead.
You know what's
No wonder why you're on our team.
I planned this guy out to be like the character who somehow like accidentally is good at everything, or survives rather. So,
Oh my God.
So you just start ripping this guy to pieces. He just goes, oh God, well, and he just dies. It's just like rip his throat open. He's just gurgling.
Well, hold on. Could I have altered that attack so instead of like digging into him with talons, I could just slap him in the face with my wing?
Yeah, that's. So you
not
you spin his head around in his neck and break his neck, and you just.
not lethal. I don't want it to be lethal.
Oh,
is what
okay,
I'm
okay.
saying.
I gotcha. So he as you flutter over to him, he looks at you and he's just like, "Fucking chicken." Then you smack him.
I'm imagining just a second, like, of them just looking at each other, and then out of nowhere, the chicken just fucking slaps him.
No, we're staring each other down, and I look deep into his eyes and I say, "Back." Punch him.
Oh my God, I love this.
And then how long? Hold on. So that was like 15. I have a
Go
fly
back
speed of
towards the
50.
bar.
Yeah, I'm gonna then flutter over here. I have a fly speed of 50, so
That's a lot.
yeah.
So, this guy down here is gonna start hobbling towards the door. Wait, oh, is this the captain? Oh, it's the captain. Sorry, wrong guy. Nope, never mind. That's not a turn. Ox, it's your turn. There's one guy left on the map. You can end him if you would like.
Or shoot him in the kneecap.
Kneecapping people isn't very civilized, if you ask me.
You're quiet
I
again.
think I'll let him go.
You're super quiet.
What do you mean I'm super quiet?
There you
There you
are.
go.
Now you're back.
Just yell.
Just scream.
I think your mic drifted away from you again. Are you tipped backwards? Are you gonna fall?
Fall. Do it.
I'm not gonna fall.
So he is tipped
I
backwards
don't
then.
believe you.
All right. So you're letting him go
I'm letting him go.
tomorrow.
But they won't.
Oh, someone kill him before the monster, so Kevin can have the highest kill count of this fight, please.
Well, there's no way I can get there, and I have no range.
And you can't kill anyways.
Nope.
Just yell at him. I don't know.
So I guess I'll turn to the one that's behind me that Ox scared,
Okay.
and I'll look at him and I'll say, "So, have you learned your lesson about slavery?"
Well, slavery is it's neat. It's a good. No, it's not a good thing. What is that guy?
Better?
He points at Ox.
No idea, but he has a gun, so
I don't. I just want to go home.
my gun.
Nikki sits against the wall.
better.
That poor guy. I don't think he took any damage. He didn't. Anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, I can literally not do anything, so I'm good.
Perfect.
Well, I'll turn to the. Is the bartender still there?
Oh yeah, she's still here.
Can I order a drink?
Can she see through?
Well, I imagine she stumbled back out of it. Don't you think?
Yeah, she stumbled out of it.
Probably.
And she is huge.
Yeah, she's got real long legs.
12 feet long.
Yeah. She's at least 12 feet tall.
Wow. Okay. So my turn.
Well, no, not yet. She's going to reach into the bar and be like, "Oh yeah, the dark, clear, fruity.
I yell to the chicken, "Hey, alcohol!"
Fruity, I think.
Ah, I got just a thing. She turns around and like in the stone wall here, or the brick wall here, there's like, little crevices where they store all like alcohol and stuff like that, and she grabs like a bottle, and under the bar she pulls out like a basket of like old fruit. Like it looks good. Like it's not like rotten or nothing, but like you can tell
I was gonna say.
it's been there for a minute. Like there's no like refrigerator sitting here. She like throws it all like in a blender and pours in some alcohol and like drops in like these like I don't know, like these tablets, like these little like pill type things, and she's like, for flavor. And you know what these are. She's not drugging you. They're like flavored, like condensed, things, spacey things. She blends it all up, and then she like pours it in a big glass, and it's actually pretty good.
All right.
Right before you get knocked out from the
And she like smiles, and she just goes, "Friends of yours?"
Never met them in my life.
Well, that chicken over there is always here. Get off the bar. What do you? She throws like an apple at you, Kevin,
and hits him in the head.
Get
You got like 8 hit points.
She looks back at you, Tamara. She's just like rolling her eyes and like shaking her head, and then she's like, "Oh, this place is always a mess when they visit. I see that one's still alive." And like she throws like a banana at the unconscious captain on the ground.
No one expects the banana.
It's a bomb. And she quickly leaves the room.
Yeah, Tamara kind of looks down at him. Yeah, he stiffed me. He was supposed to pay me. That was British.
Yeah, that went British.
Sorry. He was supposed to pay me, but he didn't, so here
Well,
we are.
I'd imagine there's nothing stiff about that, man. And she kind of like laughs.
Kill her.
So, Ferric starts to aim his gun at her.
And you're gonna who?
The bartender.
Why?
Bad puns.
You're the pun police now?
Yes.
Can we move freely, or are we still in turn order?
We're still in turn order, but Tamar was interacting with some people, so.
Tamara will absolutely not allow you to kill a civilian.
I said he starts, and then he puts his hand back.
You
All
see
right.
Tamara pull out a hypo. And she raises an eyebrow. You don't know what's in it. It could be water. You don't know.
I point to the grenades.
All right,
And that's my turn.
Evanak.
Ethanak is
Ethanak.
going to move up to here. And this guy gonna go bye-bye.
Unless you miss.
That one.
18.
No,
Aww.
I wanted it to.
Yeah, he's gone.
He zoops away.
That's what Kevin sees. Kevin sees in his drunken stupor. Ethanak hit him, and he just like shake, like whistles away. But in reality, Ethanak exploded the guy like with his sword, slicing him open.
Now she's only 4 feet tall.
That's a normal height for a woman, isn't it?
We'll ignore that.
Very short woman.
Only
Actually-
for me.
There we go.
Hold
5'2".
on.
Perfect.
Or not
So,
us.
so hold on. Can
Ferric
I
is
get a
4-2.
what's a well? Actually, I'll wait. You guys can do things.
Okay.
I start towards the uncautious guard captain.
I go over to Root and hey, yeah,
Do you want to climb on?
yeah.
I put him on.
I lay down like a Greek noble waiting for his grapes.
What's the current like? What are the damages here?
Full.
Like, is there a lot of physical damage?
Well, I mean,
To the
table's
Fucking
gone.
grenade
To the
went off,
bar?
Yeah.
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 This part of the pool table is gone. And then the floor, these are like iron grating, so they're like dented and like smashed in from the grenade, but they're like not blown up. Takes a lot more to blow this place up than that. And I imagine this booth has like a lot of chips and pieces missing in it right here.
Is there
Grab me a
like
drink.
what is it? What is it like? Is it like credits? Is that the currency?
Yeah. In space,
Okay.
well, so there's like in the digital currency, like a credit card if you have one, if you can just decide if you have one or not. But then also they use like metal, like it's not paper, it's just like a metal piece, and it's worth a certain amount, kind of like how paper currency is.
Kevin's gonna he's gonna fall off the bar first. He's gonna kind of stand up and kind of throw himself down, and then he's gonna kind of zigzag his way past everyone over to the bar, and he's gonna kind of reach into like his hoodie pocket, and he's gonna pull out some credits, and he's gonna count them out, and he's just gonna slam on the table 1,000 credits.
Jesus Christ, chicken.
Kevin's loaded, man.
That much?
I spent no money on character creation. And he's gonna go over and just kind of stare at the jukebox.
Kevin, in his secret history of life, is rich chicken. Oh god.
Rue
So
reaches up and asks Ferric, "Do you want a drink?"
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do.
He sort of puts his hand on the bar table and like beckons the bartender over.
I imagine I've covered any drinks now.
Yeah, so she just like goes, "Oh, Kevin, I'll give this back to you later." She kind of like shovels the money like into like a little like jar that says Kevin on it. She puts it under the bar, and then she just slides Ferric a drink to the loader bot. And one thing too, Kevin, what you noticed is this jukebox is like never worked, but it's working.
I walk up and I kind of, because I just kind of like to. Normally, my normal routine is to just kind of like lean on this jukebox like I'm the Fonz. But I kind of like walk up to it like I'm getting in the mood, like I'm getting ready, like my hands are in like the thumbs up, you know. But then I like come up and I see that it's like on, and I like lean back with my eyes wide open, and I whip my head around to the bartender and like point at the jukebox and go, "Bah! Bah!"
Oh yeah, the green man. Oh, I have to pay you for that actually, mister. I didn't get your name.
It's F. Just F.
Mr. F, yeah, I gotta pay for that. But yeah, no, Kevin, he fixed it.
Bah.
No, it's a good thing. You can play your songs.
Yeah, like
I
play
played
an oldie. Play an oldie. Rap God.
All right, I'm gonna hold on.
F-
Kevin starts kind of messing with the jukebox a little.
It's like making like noises and clicking noises, and it says enter code. Like it keeps flickering on like the screen.
I figure out how to play this. I put it in the.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god. Can
Oh,
we start
God.
like busting out the moves?
I kind of like hit it a little while. Like I do the actual Fonz thing where I like just kind of hit it a couple times and it just starts going da 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 da.
So that's just echoing throughout the bar.
And I'm now leaning against the jukebox.
Can I slaughterize this guy now?
Just
No, I like him.
27. What's new, Pussycats with one?
With
not
one,
unusual.
it's not unusual.
Fucking love that.
You know, I saw him live like last week.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got a picture. Anyway,
Anywho, I'm gonna grab the guard captain by his hair and drag him into the back room.
Hey, Cowboy, you want anything?
I imagine Root like robotically doing the chicken dance.
Yeah, he's just like very stiffly bouncing up and down to the beat.
And he still manages to balance me.
And he's bouncing the table on the set.
On like the clapping parts, you like bounce the table.
You know,
It's actually quite a good feeling.
I should
Like a
specify
massage.
on the table part here. That table was like set on him for a reason because like it fits well. Like they were like, oh wow, what a even, you know, and they set it there like it just like fits on you very well. So it's not too hard for you to balance, which is why you haven't made you roll any like, you know, dex checks or anything.
Perfect.
Like it just sits
He's
there.
also a robot. He doesn't really like waver.
Exactly. His
I'm
suspension
keeping it.
is great.
Oh, by the way, Root.
Yes.
Wait.
You don't know.
I don't know your name, actually. I just been calling you Root. I don't know, you just remind me of a Root.
Excuse me?
Anyways, I was going to say, for payment, I will be fixing you up. Of course, later when you're probably asleep, because I imagine it's painful. I'm not sure how robots work like that.
I
But,
do not need sleep.
okay, well, when you're powered down or something, I will fix you up. Make sure that you stay nice and spick and clean, and I might even give you some additions.
Honey, are you
Please
buying
don't
my
kill me.
robot?
Who said it was your robot? I fixed him.
Well, this is my bar.
I am my own person.
Oh, that's what you said when you came in here, and you're a robot. You were meant to fix
You
the jukebox, actually, and then you didn't.
I did fix it.
Clap, clap.
I'll tell you
He
what.
looks down sadly.
You can take the robot, Mr. Green Man. Mr. F, is it?
Mr. F.
If you clean this mess up and fix my pool table.
That's what I just paid you for. I mean,
Kevin speaks.
Bach.
yeah, what if bitch said it? Hey!
Hey, wait a minute, lady.
No, it's just a Bach.
If you remember, though,
Eileen.
well, you may not know this, but Kevin never actually, you're always really drunk, but she always gives you your money back, because you do this often.
I
I
lean down
just
to a
always
loader
wake
bot.
up with the same amount of money in my pocket.
Exactly.
He thinks he's rich. I lean down to a
It's
loader bot.
Monopoly money.
It's not even real currency. Sorry, go ahead, Farron.
God. Okay. I lean down to Loaderbot as she's saying this, and I say, "Run."
Why?
Just, well, I don't want to clean this place up. Do you want to clean this place up?
I need a broom.
Okay. So, I've decided on a way to do this. Loaderbot is going to clean it up, and then I'll take him as I jump down.
Well, as long as it gets clean. Oh,
Sweet.
honey, did you want another drink? She walks down to, like, Ox.
Yes, dear.
And she reaches under and pulls up this, like, old bottle of whiskey that you've been drinking and pours it into the glass that's still sitting there somehow that you were drinking off of earlier and kind of slides it over to you.
Why, thank you.
Root throws the table at Ox.
I saw that.
Can I like look for his ship identification and stuff?
Yeah, I guess you can do that. I mean, it makes sense.
Like, does he have a data pad or something on him?
So you know exactly where to look. I mean, he was a member of the military, just like you were. So you know the outfit. You know what he's gonna have on him. And you right away go into the pocket and you pull out this little like data, like has like a little screen on it. And you power it up right away. You click it on, and it says his name, his rank, and he obviously took this when he was discharged from the military. Like what ship he's flying, it has all this information on it, so you know exactly, like kind of like his ship and everything. And what else was it you're looking for?
Well, I kind of wanted to see if he had the other credits on him, like if he was
Oh,
bluffing.
he doesn't have any information on like he doesn't have any more money on him. He just had the one briefcase, so yeah, there's nothing else you
All right.
find on him but money wise.
He doesn't have a credit card.
No, he doesn't have a credit card.
Can I do
Damn,
what I
damn
want with him now?
Max him out.
Just say he'll pay for it and just
Going
put it on the
shopping.
table.
Can I do what I want with him now?
He like grumbles a little bit because he is unconscious. You see,
You guys can't hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just choosing to ignore you.
Yeah, I
no,
figured.
I'm not ignoring you. Like you said that, and I was letting Tamar know that he is not dead.
It depends. What do you plan on doing with him?
We
Well,
can kill him.
This. I
said,
reached
looking at the
down.
bar.
I reached down and I grabbed his gun and I put it to his forehead.
Oh boy. I'm afraid I can't allow you to do that.
It's at this point that the chicken dance starts to fade out and then fade in again.
Repeat.
This man was going to sell me sick.
27.
If you can't allow me, I suggest you look away.
She puts her hand on your hand. No, really. I can't allow you to do that.
Are you going to stop me?
Are you going to shoot me?
No, but I'm going to do this, and I pull the trigger.
She flinches hard.
Are you ready?
He's done it off of the grate.
Are you guys ready for every dramatic moment in this campaign
To be interrupted by a Brock.
Sorry, darling. I couldn't let him live. Not a monster like he is.
As soon as the blast
You
goes
could've-
off, Kevin just starts flying in a circle.
God damn it.
Oh my! You have upset him, Kevin. Kevin, come over here, doll. Come sit down. Sit down. Here you go.
I
Here's
immediately
your
go up
special bottle.
and turn off the chicken dance.
And she puts like a bottle of unlabeled alcohol on the table.
Some of that good old moonshine.
It's just rowing alcohol.
Kevin doesn't know
Nail
that.
polish.
It has a weird minty flavor to it too.
It has nail polish.
So
Oh no, it's hand sanitizer.
mouthwash.
Kevin just kind of sips it while kind of twitching his head back and forth every once in a while.
You could have at least woken him up first. You don't shoot unconscious people.
Well, that's why we have him, and I point over at this guy.
He
Oh,
just
yeah,
he
yeah,
looks up all terrified. Like he had been slowly inching his way towards the door to try and
I crack my knuckles and I make my way towards him.
Can this be
No,
the cinematically the cool shit? You know in Avengers when Loki just got beaten up or whatever, and he looks up and he sees all the Avengers staring down at him. Can that be that? Can this be that moment?
Yeah, it basically is. I mean, you guys are all up there right now, so
The chicken slowly turns around.
His head 360.
is Kevin Loki?
He's part owl.
Just like
Staring at
dramatic
him.
chipmunk. Just dun dun dun.
Oh, before we deal with this guy, and I reach into my pocket. Here, I pull out 100 credits and I give them to you, Tamar,
What's this for?
for getting that sword out of my chest.
I was already paid for that.
I wanna take their money. Plus, they may have paid you, but I didn't. You saved my life. I killed theirs.
Seems fair.
Just take the money. Don't argue.
I take it. I'm still not happy.
Me and this guy have a date. I grab this guy and I bring him into the back room. Anyone who wishes to help me interrogate this guy, come along.
Ooh, me! I say as I'm hopping.
Okay, but would this guy technically be considered good since he decided to not
I don't plan on
be a
killing him.
slaver?
So
Yeah, but
from Tamar's, go ahead.
if you hurt him and I fail and I know about it and I fail to heal him, I can lose my abilities.
I don't plan to hurt him. I don't plan to kill him. I'm, believe it or not, I'm neutral good.
I might hurt him.
Just to see what happens.
Yeah.
We're not hurting him.
That's the thing. Like, I know Dragar, so
We're not killing him or hurting him.
Oh, well,
Just talking
fuck.
to him.
That's no fun. As he goes back to that tube.
Come on, bud. I don't plan to hurt you. And I sort of push him into this room.
I just want to go home. And like you go in and like the door shuts behind you.
Anyone who wants to come, you can.
Do you require assistance?
You stay here, buddy.
God, this group.
You're like the fucking paperclip.
It looks like you're trying to interrogate a criminal. Would you
Do
like
you
help
need
with that?
assistance?
I will be here.
So
I get behind him and start working.
Locking you out,
Etherdek
Shepard.
is currently not in the room. He is in that room. Interrogating. And
One hokey pokey.
the bartender lady kind of like speaks up and she's like, "So it looks you guys are all like a group. Do you guys know each other? Kevin has never introduced me to any of you."
Nope.
Whoop.
It's like, what are we? Some kind of Guardians of the Galaxy?
There it is. I'll set you guys up for that one.
As
Roll credits.
Chicken
Good
said.
game.
We some kind of Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad.
I have this ring that needs to be delivered.
Almost like we're a fellowship.
Right?
You guys
This
got any
is rather
avenging to do?
unexpected.
The
We're
avenging.
going on an adventure.
It's almost like we're a league.
How many puns can we fit? Okay, that was fun.
That happens. That's
Title
okay.
card. What is the title card? We need like a name.
What do I call you, you bunch? I mean, imagine you're all gonna take his ship and go now, so.
The Galaxy Bunch.
Galaxy Squad.
Squad.
How about Cole's Kything Kingpin?
No.
No.
Okay.
The Coop.
The coop.
The Coop! The Coop! I vote for the Coop.
That's what I'm gonna start putting that on the game titles. So, that's what you want to be called.
It's like
I vote for the Coop.
It's like she's like,
my
what do I
God.
call you? Everyone slowly looks at Kevin.
Wait, Kevin spoke?
Fuck.
This was gonna be a serious, like, actually good game. Now it's just ruined.
Then I joined.
Oh no, it's good.
God.
Oh no,
my
it's,
God,
it's
you guys.
good. That wasn't my intention. It's just.
You guys, falling skies, like as in the sky is falling.
Oh my God, Chicken Little!
Oh.
This is perfect. This is fate.
You guys don't know this entire game is based around Kevin. You guys just
Max,
figured it out.
Max, when you were writing this game,
I was worried. I'm not gonna lie. I was worried.
are we the Coop?
If you guys are gonna call yourselves,
Honestly, I kind of like it.
Root gives a
Did
thumbs
she actually
up.
say that? She's like, actually, kind
We some kind of Coop?
she kind of
yeah, like a coop.
she doesn't get it, and then she like looks at you guys, and she's like, "Well, I mean, if you guys are a group, that makes sense.
It's
the
actually
coop."
spelled like coup, but we don't know how to pronounce it correctly.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Coop group.
Well, the coop
Like-
is welcome to drink here anytime.
Title
Oh,
card.
sweet. Can I get like 20 bottles?
No, here, little one, here.
No, but I need
Can I get
like, a
one?
lot. I don't want them opened either.
I'm sorry, I don't do to-go cups.
That's not my intended purpose. I want to make them into Molotovs.
If I am not a weapon outpost, sir.
Well, nobody would know.
Plus, Kevin would probably drink them anyway.
At this point, Kevin's like rocking back and forth.
Can I do a medicine check on Kevin? Just make sure
that
he's
works.
okay.
That's awesome.
Oh God!
Oh god.
Wait,
Oh wait,
where is-
no. I get advantage. Hang on. There we go.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, Kevin looks fine. He's great, but in reality, no, he is hammered drunk. Like he's probably approaching alcohol. Like you notice, like his eyes are discolored, and this like any spots you can see skin are like maybe even starting to look a little jaundiced. Like you can tell he's been drinking a lot.
His liver is dying right now. Yeah.
His little chicken liver.
It's a little chicken
Yeah.
liver. At this point, Kevin falls back unconscious. Or should I make? I don't even want to make a save. That happens.
Rude catch him.
Yeah.
Real quick, what type of pistol was this guy carrying? Because I picked it up.
It's like a soup. Oh my gosh, a space pistol. No, it's like a regular gun, but like it's fancy, like metal and everything.
Well, I mean, for
It's shooting bullets.
Stat wise, what is it?
Oh, hold on a minute.
I'd guess a gauze pistol because of this guy, but I don't know.
It does 1d4.
Oh. Really?
It's not a very powerful pistol.
Are Ferric and Rock related?
Ox. I mean,
Yeah, Rocks.
Ox.
Ox. That's what I said. That's what I meant to say.
No. They just happen to have the same last name.
as far as they know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What? So all star children are related?
What are you, some kind of racist?
Kevin
Racist
speaks.
chicken.
Didn't we just have a joke like this in like another game?
Yep.
Oh, we did, didn't we? Who was it? Reminiscing. Is Gareth still there? I know he's really quiet sometimes.
Cowboy.
Hang on.
He's dead.
Well, anyway, what are you
I did-
asking Ethan Ock? What are you
He
asking?
might
him?
have actually fallen out of his chair and hurt himself because I told him to quit leaning away from his mic, and then he typed squawk.
What the fuck?
He does it on a regular basis. He's a DM for another game.
He does follow the chair a lot. But Ethan Ock, what are you asking that guy in the closet? Oh, do you have an
There's
answer?
lots of fireworks, he says.
Ah.
What was your plan with me?
Well, we're taking you to the pits. We're gonna turn you in. I mean, what else do you think we're gonna do with you?
Did a certain person want me, or did you just spy me?
Well, it's not like your race is all that, common.
That doesn't answer my question.
You're worth almost 30,000 credits. I mean,
Fuck me, I'm about to sell myself.
really think about it. You're like basically indestructible.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to go home, man. Boss said that it'd be a good score, so we took you, and you fought us, and just, I'm sorry.
Sorry. So I told my friends out there that I wasn't gonna kill you, but that's not necessarily true. We both know that.
Well,
So
I can fly the ship though. I can get you guys out of here. I mean,
one second, I peek out the door. Does anyone here know how to fly a ship?
Me.
I close the door. Thank you.
Wait, who
We
said
already
me?
have
Who
that
was
covered.
that?
Ferric.
Oh, that's right. You are a pilot, aren't you?
I am not, but I'm smart. Whether or not it would be a good rock.
I don't know. He
Oh.
took yes for a good enough answer.
Okay. He's not a pilot. He's one of those flying starborn guys, isn't he?
I don't know what he is, but you're still not looking very alive worthy to me.
Oh, come on.
I'm taking over fucking Ox's accent. Fucking chameleon accent.
It's a very addicting accent.
It is.
I keep kind of doing it too.
Well, I've what's called a chameleon accent. If like someone, if for instance, I have another game where a person is French, I keep accidentally picking up his accent and talking in a French accent because of
I feel like I've accidentally adopted Ox's accent too in my character.
Yeah, I noticed you doing a little bit of German
But
when I was doing German earlier.
So I don't mean to do it, but it's just something my brain does.
Yeah, no, that's how I learned all of the accents that I know.
So you're not looking very alive worthy to me right now.
Well,
give me another reason.
Like I said, I mean, you need 2 pilots, and I think you blew up the other one.
I look at my plasma sword, which I've turned off, but there's a bit of blood on the hilt.
Do I really look like a threat to you? I mean, do I really look like I can? Come on.
Fine.
If you ever get sick of me, I mean, come on, just all right. Thank you.
Keep my word. I'll keep my word. I ain't gonna kill you.
Thank you.
No. Get your ass out there, and I motion towards the door. You're gonna help us fly the rust bucket outside.
Yeah, and like he pulls out like a keychain with like a little like card on it that like meant for you put it in the ship's console or whatever, and it turns it on and all that fun stuff. I don't know how spaceships actually work.
I'll
so
take that for now.
Okay, yeah. No, should I go get the ship ready or stay with you?
Stay within eyesight for now.
Okay, all right. Okay, there's one guy back at the ship though waiting for us. I should check in.
I'll go take care of him.
What do you mean by that? He's a nice guy. He keeps up the engines.
I'll go have a talk with him.
Again,
there are 2 ways it could go. We could have a talk. He could join us, or he could die.
Okay.
I heard that. Or.
You sounded like Foghorn Leghorn for a second there.
Yeah. Oh, he could die. I say.
So he gets out and he walks over and sits down at the booth.
Who wants to help me go talk with a engineer in the rust bucket that's sitting outside?
Do I get to shoot him?
No.
I thought I was the rust bucket.
Fine. I don't want to be in the... Nothing fun.
Well, you are pretty rusty there, utility. But hey, there's a light bulb out in the back in the kitchen. Do you want to take care of that?
Loaderbot, we're going.
It appears I'm going.
And you guys probably all also notice now all the dead bodies are positioned. By
even the 2 cut in half.
Well, I think he said all of them, right? Or is it just the 2?
It's like taped together.
Just staples.
Hey, nice job. It really looks like they're alive.
Honey, what about the big one? He points at the captain.
All right. And he starts moving him to the same booth. Whoa. There.
Slumps the body in. Well, I suppose that'll work just fine. Oh, hey.
It starts to smell.
Oh, no, the orc will take care of that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm never coming back here. God damn it. I didn't mean...
Gareth, what have you done?
Everyone adopt my accent.
You screwed us all.
Aw, honey.
Yeah, I'm never coming back here.
Y'all making a mess now.
Download an accent.
Kevin, it looks like you have some new friends. Are you gonna go with them?
Kevin's unconscious.
Kevin? She like pokes you, like you're poking your head. She pulls a feather out and puts it in the bag.
Oh fuck! Hold on. Whoa.
Oh, hello.
I mean, I'm not.
You see this too, right, Ferric?
How'd you get through that?
I do.
You were supposed to be able to get through the wall.
We can just through there.
Oh, that's why. There we go.
Wait,
Something's
am I
wrong
stuck down
here.
now?
Wait,
I want to
I'm
go
stuck.
through the wall. Anyway,
Kevin, how did
I'm-
you wake up?
I'm back.
He wanted to go through the wall.
Help!
There you are. Okay. Stop moving. Damn it.
Alright, so I can either use my healer kit.
Honestly, I mean, because I'm not like out of hit points. I'm just.
You can make a medicine
Yeah.
check.
You
Okay.
could just kind of drag me.
I can carry him.
So you're aware that he's very, very drunk. He needs fluids. He, don't let him sleep on his back. That kind of thing. But he's gonna be fine. You suspect
Yeah,
he's
I
just
know,
gonna be
but-
fine.
I can't carry him.
I can.
And
he just
I'll
sort of-
use-
I think the sword he used before is sort of bent at like a 90-degree angle, almost like a forklift, so he just scoops him up.
Can you give me control of the bottle token?
Yeah, I already gave someone a table. I'll give you the bottle.
He should just be proficient in bottles, honestly.
I think he is now. He killed 2 people. So
I only killed one with the bottle.
there you go. You can move the bottle on your own now.
That's his main
So
weapon.
I'll look at Loaderbot.
Motorbot, hold her up.
He starts moving them down.
Oh, I was gonna talk to you, but that's fine.
Oh, no, sorry.
Hey,
So
Be
before you
stopping
moved,
for?
I was gonna say, Loaderbot, correct?
That is my model.
Can you help me with this chicken?
I'm carrying him.
You weren't yet. This was supposed to be before you took him.
Oh,
But
yes. I can provide assistance.
thank you.
provide assistance faster.
God damn it.
Calm your feathers, Ferg.
Oh my god.
I don't know your name yet. So yeah, he starts moving.
All right, let's go.
What about Ox?
Oh yeah.
Is your brother coming along?
Oh no.
Guys, okay, I'm coming. Are we going to the ship?
I suppose.
Shut up.
Damn it. I suppose so. I suppose so.
Well, okay. We're in Hangar 2.
Got it.
Root looks
Hang
down
on
at
to it.
Ox. Do you want to sit on my table?
Oh, me?
He looks down to both Ferric and Ox, asking both of them.
I am currently laying on this table, spread chicken, I guess, instead of spread eagle.
You there, boy. Get your ass up here. I point at him.
You did the accent again.
I know. Shut up.
We're all southern drawl.
We should just get it out of our
You
system.
there, boy. Get up here.
You there, boy.
Hey there, boy.
How do?
Mary Poppins, y'all.
All right, right. There we go. Got my voice back. Okay.
I want him to take point.
Mm-hmm. He knows where the
Yeah.
where the ship is.
So I want this guy in front.
I say to Root. No, I got something better.
I take out my plasma sword and I click it on. I say one wrong step and you're dead.
I thought we already established that I wasn't a threat. I mean,
You're
Really?
not gonna die yet.
what if I trip into
Just-
it,
Just don't run. That's
know.
all I'm saying.
And he starts backing up and he trips and falls.
Oh, now,
He
Don't make a
lands
fool
into
of
the wall,
yourself.
like into the door. He's like, "Oh, see,
do I have any of my granola bars in my pocket? I keep a handful of granola bars on me at all times.
What?
what?"
Do I have my granola bars on me? Did they take my granola bars?
How
The-
dare they?
The guy hands them back to you. He goes, "Here, the captain had these. I just took them."
I hand him one and I say, "Eat this. It'll calm your nerves."
He eats it.
These are packed. These are packed with 5 grams of protein. Very
These are
good. food.
packed with 5 grams of protein.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
Okay. now, see,
Propane and propane accessories.
These are packed with 5. Damn it!
that was
Ethan X granola bars.
Just eat the fucking
Weak
granola bar.
byproduct.
you guys are getting the wrong area of the U.S. there for your.
Yeah.
You guys are
Hey,
getting
the
Kentucky.
more we mess it up, the less likely we are to.
Eat the granola bar. It'll help calm your nerves. Now, take point.
There you go.
Does Ox not get on?
I'm afraid I don't.
You'd have to like
This is
shove me.
small.
Or he could just sit on you.
There's
that.
plenty of room.
I'm like a down pillow.
I'm quite alright, Vulcan.
So you guys are heading out just like this?
Hmm. And as we get
Oh,
to the outside,
No, I wanna talk to ethnic or ethnic. Sorry.
The name's now ethnic.
Talk to ethnic.
Talk to the ethnic.
Nick Ferrick.
God damn
It's
it.
Info-nac. Infonac.
Yep. You can't have your sword on them when we go outside.
I don't plan on killing them.
Then you can
No.
put your sword away.
We can't draw that much attention.
That fucker's carrying a grenade launcher. That fucker's carrying a grenade launcher. That fucker's
Hey,
carrying.
Dead dare move.
don't worry about it. Everybody knows that the small people.
You cut out.
I said, everybody knows that small people can't do anything, right? I say as there's 10 grenades strapped to my chest.
I lean down and I point at a small scar on my leg that looks like a bite mark. You see this? This was done by one of my brothers when I was just a kid.
I thought you were gonna say halfling for a second.
No, this was done with one of my brothers when we were just a kid. Small people can do a lot of damage if you're not careful.
Hey, big guy.
Somewhere
but
where you
that was
hear a
sarcasm.
halfling laughing.
But to make you happy, I look at Tamar. I'll not have it on him. I click it off and reholster it.
Thank you.
I get stepping, boy.
And as
And
we
check
get
your granola
outside, near the entrance is a big mech that Ferric starts to step into. It's more to. It's not strapped around him so much as he is sitting inside of it.
We have 3 tanks.
Yeah. And then he
I mean-
says, "See, you can't even see the grenade launcher."
I'm technically a tank too. I'm still a fighter.
Oh yeah, but like I'm talking like AC and health wise.
Look, nobody's ever gonna kill
Kevin.
us, all right?
Kevin can take.
Like this guy has a lot of hit points. This guy is a metal tank, and I have a decent amount of hit points, and I take less damage.
I have 25 hit points and 17 armor. Like
It's
You're
not
our
bad, but
secondary tank.
yeah, you're not really a tank. You're more of a fighter.
Regardless, you guys have a lot of people who can take a hit.
Look,
Oh, yeah.
we're here to protect the chicken, all right? That is our goal.
The chicken
That
is your
chicken
VIP.
dies, we're no
convoy.
longer
He will not be harmed.
leave
You-
no chicken behind.
You know what's great? There's literally why I picked the civilian class is there's literally like a subclass for civilian called the Fortunate One. That's just about like
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
surviving based on luck, and just somehow he survives. I can't wait.
Can't wait.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Okay. So you guys know the way back to the hangars. I mean, you had to have come from there at some point because I mean you were here. So
I'm unconscious.
the woman, actually maybe I think like Loaderbot might be the only one who really doesn't know because since he's been here, this place has probably changed a lot. So
Unless he downloaded maps somehow.
yeah.
Google Maps.
No, this is Google Universe.
Yeah, Google owns like an entire solar system at this point.
Has Bing gone out of company?
Bing, oh no, Bing, yeah, they're basically like, Del Taco. which is
You can
garbage.
still go to Bing.com.
Actually, Bing got into selling air fresheners at this point in the universe.
It's Bing.net now.
Yeah.
What is their line of air?
They smell like crap. Um,
They have really weird names like Spicy Curry.
yeah.
It's really good.
Old popcorn.
Stale potato chip.
Coffee breath.
Oh my god.
Chicken.
A piece of fruit fell behind the refrigerator somewhere and you haven't found it in 3 months and it smells a little bit.
It's like
Boiling milk.
Way too long of a name.
It's all abbreviated.
Smells like giraffe.
Boiling milk, giraffe tongue,
Burnt butter.
butter,
Okay,
frozen cheese.
can we just
Okay, this got
fucking
derailed
go
again.
outside?
Can we go?
I've been trying to like give you guys like have her say something over here, but then something just keeps coming up.
Can we buy some of those?
These are
Not here.
horrible things.
Not here.
I refuse to not buy them.
She says to order them on Caribbean.com.
Yes.
Because
Oh, fuck
Amazon
that.
went out of business. So, as you guys are leaving, she's just like, well, do you want some food for the road?
No.
And you hear like the orc in the back. He's like, yeah, you got something good.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
Well, all right, come back now.
Calories?
And she starts heading over to like the table and like grabs one of the guards and like starts dragging him.
Oh dear God.
So, as you guys leave the bar,
Home.
it's just a long hallway. And let's get you back to the main map. Just because there is no hallway map.
Excuse me.
Let me pull out the missing tokens for those of you who were late.
Hey, it looks like a fidget spinner.
God
Oh my-
damn
Can
it.
we form a fidget spinner?
What about
Our
fidget
powers
spinners?
combined.
We're gonna like Voltron. But fidget spinner.
Also, I need the table.
Yeah, I'm getting the table and the bottle right now. So as you guys
Form of a giant mech.
move down the hallway. God damn it, I can't believe I have to copy a table and a bottle. Okay.
Forever.
You don't gotta permanently give me that bottle unless you really want to.
I'll find a way to get rid of it. Kind of like the other campaign in Twiggy's bow. Okay, so
Too soon.
so you guys go down the hallway, and I mean it's a pretty narrow hallway, but the table fits. You have to like kind of crab walk a little bit to kind of make the table fit in the hallway properly, but you do it, and you keep Kevin on the back of the table. So you guys get to the hangar, and the soldier guy you're with.
Yeah, actually, as we're walking, I want to ask him his name.
It's Jimmy.
Nice to meet you. Damn it.
Nice to meet
That's
you,
not-
Jimmy.
I can't not do it. Nice to meet
Nice to meet you, Jimmy.
you. Nice.
Nice to meet you.
We're all gonna enunciate proper English
Nice to
now.
meet you.
My name is Jimmy.
Nice to meet you.
The Western accent. He's
What?
now Western.
What's
Nice to
up with
meet you.
that chicken, man?
Don't worry about the chicken.
Fuck if I know.
I haven't seen his kind, and he's probably worth more than you are.
Hey, shut up. You're not taking our chicken.
Well, no,
Oh,
no,
shit.
no. I'm just saying. You know, I mean, we can get some hell of an upgrade. God damn it, I did it too. We can get a hell of an upgrade on our ship if we were to. Okay, well, no, we won't then. That's fine. Okay. And he keeps
Your
walking.
7 days are behind.
Will step up to him and she points at him and she says, "Now you listen. There will be no more talk of slavery in this crew. Do you understand?"
Yes, miss. Yes, Jimmy. He holds his hand
Hi.
out. Nice to meet you. I'm really sorry the captain lied to you. I think we have more credits on the ship, but I'm not. Well, I guess I shouldn't have told you guys that. But well, come on, let's go in.
Sweet.
Oh, your ship was already ours. Don't worry.
Basically, everything you are is ours.
It was
It's
never
kinda-
about the credits.
It's kind of like slavery, except you know, if you leave, you die. It's not like we're keeping you here. You can always choose to kill yourself.
And that line of thinking that is still slavery.
It's not slavery.
Ignore the green thing. Ignore the green booger and the gigantic bionic
Hey,
suit.
what'd you call me?
Don't talk to my friend like that.
I called you a green thing in a bionic suit. I say as I
swear to God, I will blow us all up. I say as I put my hand on one of the grenades.
I let you ride on my table.
He hits a
Oh, really now?
as you guys are talking, he hits a button on the ship, and like a door like starts like and it slides open. And the last member of the ship standing there, and he goes, "Oh God!" And he starts like pulling his pistol out, and like he fumbles with it, and he drops it, and then he notices his shipmate standing there, and he's like, "Jimmy, what happened? Who are these people?"
Oh, sorry, my mic was too close to my keyboard.
I thought that was just Kevin impersonating a keyboard.
He's actually just sitting there, like, pecking the wood. That's what that sound is.
Before Jamie can speak, my plasma glaive is out.
Glaive?
Boy, I'm gonna give you two choices here. You can work for us now, because your boss is done dead.
Just commit.
I'm just committing. Or, damn it. Or,
Now you're not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, no, he can't do it anymore.
good. I now that I'm committed to it, I hope I can't do it because I don't want to do it. I tell him he has two options. He can stay with us because his boss is dead, and Jimmy now works for us, or he can run.
If he runs, I might shoot him.
That happens too.
Well, and like the guy like looks like behind all you guys, like down like the hangar like alleyway and like into like the, you know, down the hallway or whatever where you guys came from and everything, and he kind of like looks over at the other ship and then looks over at the empty hangar to the other side, and he's just kind of like shrugs and he's like, "Well, I mean, what choice do I have? Come on in." And he slaps Jimmy on the back of the head.
Yeah, we all hate Jimmy.
Jimmy is definitely going to be the first one of us to die.
I don't hate Jimmy.
I don't hate him. I just find him a bit of a coward.
Everybody hates Jimmy.
I don't hate him. I just find him a coward.
Everybody.
Nope.
As everyone starts to enter, I pass out granola bars.
Oh yeah.
Root takes one.
Can you eat?
Nope.
I stick it inside of like.
You cut out.
Cut out.
I stick it in part of, I stick it inside of part of my face, and it just disappears.
That works. That works. The granola bars are good and very fibrous.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works for me.
They have 5 grams of protein.
At this point,
And 7 grams of fiber.
Yeah, they're good for you.
at this point, Kevin kind of starts to like blink awake. Like at first, it's a little like, and then he just kind of sets up with a, and he just like looks around, confused.
Root keeps the table steady while he wakes up.
Is there any alcohol in the ship?
Is that a space chicken?
Don't
It's
fucking worry about
absolutely-
what he is.
Jimmy, do you have any idea how much those are worth?
It kind of looks like for a second like Kevin, like at first he's kind of confused looking around, but then he kind of starts looking like past everyone, like at the ship, and his eyes are kind of starting to narrow as he's kind of like inspecting the ship.
I still have the keys on me, by the way.
Are we out? We're out. Are we inside?
You guys are
Inside
like
the ship, yeah.
just in the entry of the way of the ship.
Do you have a ship map?
Like the hold.
Yeah.
Kevin's going to kind of
I want
like
CD.
he's gonna try on his own to get off the table. How tall is Root?
7 feet.
Yeah, he's gonna try to get down on his own.
He lifts an arm to offer help.
So it's like every time I'm like gonna fall, like your arm appears to like for like a foothold. And so like I get down, and suddenly like Kevin just starts like inspecting, like in depth, like inspecting every part of the ship.
If Ethernet dies, I'm bringing in a parrot.
Oh,
Eventually, kind of like Kevin looks around a little more, and God, I don't know what kind of like entryway did we get onto the ship? Was there like a door, or was it like a
so
like
yeah,
a walkway, or like?
the ship actually has two large wings coming out the side of it. It's made to go into atmosphere as well as into space. It has, the proper kind of thrusters for both atmospheric and space travel. It's a pretty large ship. I mean, I hate to say this, but it's kind of the size of the Guardians of the Galaxy ship.
Oh,
Like
God.
it can fit like all 6 of you. Wait, is there 7 of you? Oh no, yeah, that's right. One of the guys aren't here. Okay, so it could fit all what would be 7 of you plus the 2, the 3 or 4 crewmen that might be on board. Right now, there's 2 others. You guys all have rooms and bunks and.
Oh gosh.
Fracture!
Oh, he's
And he's
gone.
gone.
Well, we're gonna end here soon, aren't we?
Yeah, this is like the last like 15 minutes or so of the game right now.
Okay, I'm here.
He got here just for the end.
He's
So-
already on the ship.
No, he's the pilot. The other guy's just some random dude.
Well, hold on. So Kevin like finds like the door or whatever, or however, like if there was like a bay like door or whatever, and he's gonna kind of like look at it, and he's gonna find kind of probably like, I imagine, like somewhere in the center of it, there's like an insignia for like the manufacturer of the company, or of the ship rather. And he kind of finds it, and he like points at it with like a, and anyone who like investigates the the insignia would find that the symbol kind of, it's a chicken's head, more or less. Underneath it, in engraved leathers, it says Bantam Industries, and he's gonna point. He's gonna point at it, and then he's gonna point at himself.
No.
Is that you?
And he kind of shakes his head, and he's like, "God, how do I? Why did I choose not to talk?"
Maybe you don't. Maybe you can
Sign language.
talk. Just not while you're drunk.
He's gonna kind of wrestle inside his hoodie pocket. And he's gonna kind of pull out every, there's like a flask, and he throws it back, and he kind of wrestles a little more, and eventually he like pulls up like a key card, and he like shows it to everyone, and on it says like Bantam Industries, and it has like a picture of me, or a picture of Kevin, and it says Kevin Cassidy, and it under it says CEO's son.
Oh, okay.
See, Jimmy, I told you he's worth a lot of money.
So you're like one of the last of your race, and you're the son of a CEO. You're probably worth more than this ship.
He kind of looks around.
What if we just decide to sell him?
No.
No, we're keeping him.
That makes me want to protect him even more.
It makes me want to sell him.
Touch the chicken.
I honestly think Kevin's gonna rule this game.
I will blow up this
We might
ship
as well
before
call it the
someone
Falling
touches
Kevin.
The Falling Kevin.
The Kevin and Coup.
A land of Kevin and lore.
Side campaign. Anyone want to play in it?
Yeah, come on, let's go.
It's just
It's
Kevin
just
and-
Kevin.
Can we go to his homeworld?
And everyone there is chicken.
And they all just bacock.
Yeah. And we just instantly, the second we get there, we lose them, and we have to go and find them.
Oh my god.
Because they all look the same.
So after Kevin kind of points at the symbol, he's just gonna kind of climb back on top of Root and try to nap.
I didn't say you could use my robot. Whatever. Just make sure he stays safe, all right, Rube?
Jimmy speaks up and he goes, well, is there somewhere you guys want to go?
Something bad? Something good? A little bit of both?
Fuck you.
Kevin speaks in his sleep. He says movie quotes.
I do not believe
Oh
we've all
God,
gotten
yes.
acquainted.
Well, we could start by going and get some weapons. I know a guy.
Oh, do you?
Hold on. I do. I know a guy.
Nice.
So, Ferric, you know roughly where you are, and you know that if you start heading in a certain direction in space, that you will find this guy. So upon saying that, Jimmy looks at you and goes, there's nobody out this way. What do you mean?
Oh, no. I say as I start taking...
You cut out.
I said, oh, no. I say as I'm taking to the pilot seat. I know a guy.
Damn it, Nick. He looks at you and he says, I gotta turn the chat off. I can't watch this. Okay. So what did you do? God, I lost my train of thought now.
I went to the pilot said, I know a guy.
Yeah. And he's like, well, do you have coordinates?
You don't need coordinates. Just follow my lead.
Okay. And then he follows you and he kind of leads you up to the cockpit of the ship. And, whoops, wrong button. Damn it. There it is. Okay. Sorry. And, that'll be, unless there's any last few things you guys want to do, that'll be where the session is going to end. But I'll give you one last thing you guys want to do.
I would have taken off my mech.
I think you cut out again.
I would have taken off my mech, but other than that.
Okay. Yeah, and you guys each kind of find us. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was figuring like we'd probably like spread out and like search for our claiming rooms and.
Yep, that's what I was going to dive into.
I claim the room closest to the kitchen.
Too bad that's the med bay. You can have it.
Well, not the med bay. The bedroom closest to the kitchen.
I will stand on watch.
Space kitchen.
So, Ferric.
Kevin.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. You go ahead.
Oh, I was going to basically close out the session. So if it's something you want to go do or go find.
Oh, no. He just finds a room and no, he's still sleeping en route. Never mind.
Is it like there's an upstairs and a downstairs?
Yes. We're going to use the Firefly ship as reference.
Yes.
I've never seen Firefly.
Watch it. That's too bad.
Yeah, good. You need to watch that show.
Is it the one that kind of looks like a horse?
I'll find a picture of it.
A little bit.
It looks like a firefly.
This definitely doesn't look like a firefly.
Looks like a big
looking
bug.
firefly.
It's got wings and a glowing butt. I don't know what more you want.
That doesn't make it a firefly. So does a rocket.
No, the Firefly ship looks like a firefly. I'm sure.
Have you seen a firefly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you have.
Well, you can't even you have to Google insect firefly, otherwise it just comes up with the show. That's
I
ridiculous.
went with firefly.
God, I just now saw that.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing at earlier when I had to turn the chat off. Okay, so what does Ox do?
He shoots.
No, the other Ox.
He scores.
Yeah, so that.
Ox?
Is he AFK? Is he muted again?
It might be fireworks.
Okay.
I know their house is like not super soundproof.
Damn people who just put fire. God, what are they called?
Fireworks?
Fireworks. I lost the word.
It's fire that works.
Fireworks.
booms.
People who shoot fireworks. Oh my God.
Fireworks.
People who shoot fireworks off before the 4th of July are people who
Explodey boom
don't deserve to
booms.
live.
Exploding boom
I agree.
booms. I don't know.
So how you gonna end the session, Max? What's the glorious ending to this amazing Kevin campaign?
Well, good game. No, so
All right.
Ferric and the pilot, they move up to the council, and they, the guy keeps asking Ferric, well, coordinates, and Ferric's like, nah, I got this, and the ship kind of turns on and hums to life, and you guys all kind of go different directions. Kevin just remains on Loaderbot's table. I imagine
Eventually, I'd find my own room.
Okay, so yeah, you'll fall off at some point, and
I invite him to stay.
Hey, what happened to Zephyr?
Just never rejoined.
he's here.
Oh, he is here.
Yeah, but I mean, like, how does he join us?
Well,
Is he a stowaway?
I was going for that.
Oh, sorry.
Because just to clarify, Tamar and Zephyr know each other, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, you don't yet, but you're about to. So let me keep going here. Okay, so the pilots are done. Kevin and Loaderbot. Loaderbot kind of like makes his way around. Kevin, you do eventually find your own like room, and you actually find like the captain's room. And you just like pass out in the bed. I don't even think you realize it is the captain's room.
Yeah, I just find the bed and immediately like collapse and fall asleep.
Yeah. Tomorrow, you eventually make your way past the kitchen and you realize that there are no cooks on the ship, it seems. And then you immediately find the med bay. And going into the med bay, you see a man that might be a robot. And we are ending the session, Zephyr, but why don't you describe your character real quick?
So Zephyr is a man who is very, very physically scarred, and has a lot of just robotic pieces on him, and actually avatar to be his face, but he without all the augmentations to his body and keeping him alive, he would look like a normal, maybe somewhat handsome humanoid, but there's just so much scarring and robotic parts on his face and his body. The only part that's really human is the top of his face and his head. From the nose down, basically, is just robotic parts.
And as you walk in tomorrow, you see this man, like, he's, like, trying to, like, push this augmented piece, like, into, like, his, like, neck area on his head, and he's having trouble, like, pushing it in. Like, kind of attaching it to himself.
Does she recognize him?
He looks very familiar, but with all the robotic parts, it's hard to tell if you actually know him or not.
Well, technically, she was supposed to have been the one that oversaw.
Oh, I'm
that
sorry.
surgery.
I got that part wrong. So then, yeah, no, you recognize him.
Yeah. So she'll walk in. Foolish boy, what did you do to yourself? And she walks forward and takes the part and like begins to inspect the injury. To see if he like made it worse.
I'm not gonna have you roll for it because we'll pick up and everything for the next session. But yeah, I imagine you guys kind of catch up and you remember all the things, and he tells you the stories of how he ended up where he is. I'm not sure what Ox is doing. I imagine he makes his way to kind of like the weapons area of the ship. You there, Gareth?
Yeah, he says there's really bad.
Okay.
fireworks, like super loud.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna assume he's gonna make his way to the weapons area, and we're gonna see Ox kind of find this wall of like old school weapons.
The armory?
Yeah, in the
That's
armory.
right below.
So he gets he finds everything he loves in there, hangs up his cowboy hat, and just begins to mess around as the ship kind of lifts up off the loading dock and kind of makes its way off into space. And that'll be the story of how the Guardians of the Coop come together.
The coup.
The coop.
Whatever.
The coop.
The Coop.
That was a glorious thing.
Look, I want to make it clear it was not my intention to like take this over.
Too bad you already did.
And
So,
we're all okay with it.
and just to be clear as well, I was not intentionally trying to make Kevin the focal point of everything.
I didn't mean for everyone to pick up my accent either.
I'm kind of glad
What are you
everybody
talking
did.
about, man?
If we all get that southern drawl going.
We all
Then
get
I
that
can
southern
really-
drawl.
Then it can really just be a Firefly campaign. It's fine.
It'd be amazing.
Look, if we're being honest about it, you spend enough time with the fucker and you're gonna get his accent.
See, you guys are all like adopting different areas of the U.S.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like a couple of you have done like,
Do I just have to have a Jersey accent now?
a couple of you have done like Southern Kentucky, Tennessee, and then done, like West, and then
Well,
someone else
shoot.
actually duplicated like the Louisiana.
Yep.
Oh, we're all gonna be southern.
Be like a gambit.
Oh, I was thinking about that episode in The Office where they like play the whodunit game, and it's like a bayou murder.
Have you guys read?
vaguely
Have you
remember
guys
that.
seen the? It's like a theory where it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Like the movie is just a Dungeons and Dragons game of the Avengers playing.
I gotta look that
Yeah.
up.
Totally believe
I've
it.
It's
seen
so
that.
good.
It's amazing.
But I'm gonna end the live stream now. Just so I'm gonna say bye to anyone who watches this video later.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for
I wasn't here
watching.
for very long.